Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Drachmae and Demigods. I am Sammy Ferber and I'll be your host for the evening. Welcome back to the Links of Tartarus campaign, episode 41. We made a lot of these, a lot of content, but we are just getting started on this new arc that started last episode, so I'm super hyped to get back into it. If you missed last episode, it is up on YouTube right now for you to watch. It is called Mothers. There is a content warning, just so you know. It does deal with trauma, it deals with child abuse, and it also deals with misgendering, and there's a lot of heaviness in that episode, so just be aware of that going in. We were aware of it going in, and it's only fair that you guys are too. I don't expect this episode to be as heavy as last, but who knows, it's D&D, anything can happen. So, as always, follow us on social media. You know the drill. We hope you enjoy the show. And without further ado, let's jump in to tonight's episode of the Links of Tartarus. So, previously on Drachmae and Demigods, the Hands of Fate teleported themselves to Syllovyn, where they immediately encountered Anura's parents. It was a tense reunion, to say the least, where Anura finally got the chance to get answers from their parents as to why they hated them so much, why they kept trying to kill them. And the answer the party got was surprising. Firstly, Anura's mom is not actually their mom. Their father had a child with a mysterious stranger, but the mother didn't want to deal with actual motherhood, so she gave the child exclusively to him. And Anura's parents took the child in until the dreams started. Anura's mother was plagued with nightmares, visions of the evil Anura would grow up to be. Anura's father was plagued with dreams of a different nature, confusing feelings that left him feeling changed when he woke up. Upon consultation with the priests of Aphrodite at the temple, they confirmed that these visions were from the goddess herself, who was not pleased with Anura's bizarre birthmark. The visions got more and more intense as time went on, until Anura's parents felt the only way to appease the goddess would be to kill Anura for good. But of course, they were unable to, deciding instead to simply leave them in the wilderness outside of town. Unbeknownst to them, of course, Anura survived that, finding Artemis and finding purpose. And it seems like some of Anura's exploits have gotten back to their parents, since they seem to have heard of the Hands of Fate, and are rightfully nervous about what the party could do to them if they wanted to. But in the years of Anura's absence, the dreams and the nightmares seem to have stopped. So the parents before them now are two entirely different people than the tormentors of their youth. So at least for the moment, it doesn't seem like Anura wants them hurt. If anything, they're more interested in understanding the source of those dreams. After the conversation, Anura flew off to clear their head as the rest of the party went to find somewhere to rest. As they traveled through the city, however, they stumbled upon a weird attack in the middle of a park. An elvish woman attacked by giant mosquito bat things and disappearing and reappearing white spiders. The party was able to stop the beasts, but not before they had successfully killed their quarry. The party rushed the woman to the temple, but she was unrevivable. You were able, however, with the help of a local priest, to ask her corpse a few questions. She didn't have many answers, but she did say that she and her husband had been having marital problems. You followed this lead to the center of arcane study in the city, the Xander Spire and Gilro's Watch, where this woman's husband is said to work. Once meeting him, you discovered that he too had been experiencing bizarre dreams that made him believe his wife was cheating on him. In fact, he believed it was him who had killed his wife, even from far away. Grappling with enough confusion for the evening, the party found rest in an Olympus-themed inn, with Ryujin sleeping in a Poseidon-themed room, Adagio sleeping in an Athena-themed room, and Alexios and Illmaye sleeping in a standard, boring-ass room. Meanwhile, Anura flew in search of the temple that they had found all those years ago, the temple where Huntress Alexandra had raised them. They didn't find it, but they did find the spot where it 100% used to be. So they sat there, and they prayed for guidance. And Artemis heard them, making the temple appear out of nowhere. Inside, Artemis told Anura the truth, that their mother was actually Urania, the muse of astronomy, but that she had no desire to be a mother. And when Artemis saw what had been done to Anura in Urania's absence, she took them under her wing. After all, Artemis would never be a mother, but she confessed a curiosity about the bond between mother and child, so Anura became that child for her. But Artemis also made it clear, although she didn't know who was behind the nightmares, it was 100% not Aphrodite. It was an emotional night for Anura, but one filled with answers. And so, they fell asleep in the first home they really knew, and they felt a little more at peace. Anura, will you roll me a d8?
Sure, I'm concerned. It's 5.
5. Okay. Illmaye, you have a fitful night's sleep. Even as you slumber, it doesn't feel like your brain ever quite turns off. You see flashes of moments in your life, moments you remember, but they're mixed in with moments you don't recall, moments that haven't happened yet or didn't happen quite that way. And then you're in the champions' quarters in the arena in Voltura. You're sneaking in to spy on Paloma, potentially to even steal her guns. But then, as dreams often do, you're immediately fast forward to getting caught in that room, to getting shot in that room, to waking up bound and defeated in that room. The shame of that moment comes over you all over again. And then you're on the Chomocrates with your friends, apologizing, promising you'll never go off on your own like that again without telling them, laying your pride at their feet, and they take it well. But then you're sleeping in your bunk on the Chomocrates that night, and you hear whispers around you. You dare not move, but you quiet your breath to hear more clearly. It's Ryujin. He comes over to Alexios' bunk, and they're speaking intensely. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, Illmaye.
Dang, actually, that not that good. 16.
16. Okay, that's okay. It's fairly tight quarters here on the Chomocrates, so as you still yourself as best you can, you strain your ears to try to hear the conversation they're having. And you hear Ryujin talk first. I mean, it's not that I don't believe she means it, I just don't think she can, you know? And Alexios responds, yeah, I mean, I think she's just in denial about it. I give it 2 days before she sneaks off again and does something stupid. Ryujin, I just don't know what's going to happen the next time we find a link. I mean, the first one latched onto Anura, and we all know how that turned out. What if this next one is interested in Illmaye? I mean, do you really think we could trust her to make the right decisions for the entire party? Look, I'll say what everyone's probably thinking. If it comes down to it, Illmaye's the one we can most easily replace. If she's not working out, she's not working out. At that point, you hear another pair of footsteps approach the two voices, and you hear Adagio. Are you two talking about Illmaye? Yeah, we were just saying, like, of all of us, she's the one we could easily replace. Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. Clearly, she's not a team player. So what do we do, though? If we can't trust her, but we can't just kick her to the curb. Okay, here's the plan. This is Alexios. Here's the plan. We do need someone who's good with picking locks and stuff, right? So next time we're hunting a link in some new town, why don't some of us just go to the shops? She never wants to go do that anyway. And when we're shopping, we just sort of ask around. Try to find someone with a similar skill set who's a bit more trustworthy. And once we have a replacement, then we politely ask Illmaye to step aside, right? There's no way she does that, though. Okay, then. If it comes to that, and I'm not saying it will, but if it does, then we get rid of her. Any means necessary. Agreed? Ryujin. Agreed. And Adagio. Agreed. And the dream fades. Illmaye. Illmaye, when you wake up in the morning, you do not get the benefits of a long rest.
Okay.
And your hit point maximum is decreased by 5.
How do I change that?
I believe if you just click on your maximum hit points on D&D Beyond, you should be able to adjust it.
Oh yeah, I could override my max HP.
Yes.
Is that what I have to do? Okay.
Yes, so reduce it to
Was
5.
it 5?
Reduce it by 5, not to 5.
I was like, 2? Oh my god! Okay.
The rest of you, you all wake up. It's a chilly morning. Cold. But clear. Clear skies. Anura, you wake up under the stars, and it takes you a moment to realize that you are just laying on the grass. There's no temple around you anymore. It is just completely nothing. The rest of you wake up in your beds. Adagio in this little faux library room. Ryujin with your waterbed in the Poseidon room. And Alexios and Illmaye in a room bunked together. The scene is yours.
Wait, did the rest of us get long rest?
Yep.
Oh, thank God. Yay. Magic.
That was the D8, Anura. Was who was not gonna get the long rest.
What's up, Illmaye?
Hey, Alexios. You know how those dreams were affecting people and how they made them believe, how we thought that they made them believe things that didn't actually happen? Ooh, man. Something happened last night.
Like, you
I
saw
remember-
something. Kenai?
No. I remembered I was in the Tromocrates, and you, Regin, and Adagio were having a conversation about me.
No. Well, in us three, we don't really have conversations together. Like, I talk to them separate, but not really together. I mean, it's weird because, like, we know each other. We've known each other the longest out of all of us, but
Well,
no.
Knowing what we know about these dreams, I think it most likely is an effect of where this city we're in. Because in my heart, I don't really believe that what was said actually is how you guys feel.
Wait, what was said?
Well, it was after the fiasco of the race to Olympus, and you guys were saying that you don't trust me anymore. And that I am expendable, since I'm the one party member that doesn't have any magic. All you need is somebody that knows how to pick locks.
So I can pick locks pretty well.
Of course.
Your thieves' tools kit. It's my thieves' tools kit.
Illmaye, it's at this moment,
gonna-
and you are, Illmaye, you are confident in your friends, but the feelings of that dream do still sort of sit in an uncomfortable spot, and it's when he makes that comment where there's a fleeting thought of just like, maybe they do think this about me, but no, but maybe.
Just,
Well, why don't you ever use them then?
I mean, because you're better, and I mean, what would you do? I mean, that's your thing. You're sneaky, you sneak into things, you pick locks. It's better for you to have your thing, right?
But if you can do that, then what's the use of me?
See, there's a certain thing that you do, like when you sneak up behind people and you like, I don't really possess that kind of ferocity. And it's very needed. We all have things that, the other person can't do. Like Ryujin's good at talking to people, and Honora can speak like 80 different languages, and Adagio is very personable. Like, you're you, and we need you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be us.
Yeah, but what do I bring to the table? I mean, I don't have any magic. Anybody can sneak around. All you need is this ring, and you pretty much can go anywhere.
So even if you couldn't do all those things, you'd still be around, right? That's understood, right?
I mean, I would like to stay. I mean, I haven't had a family like this in a long time. But I don't feel like... But what do I bring to the table? I just tend to cause disasters. I mean, what about whenever we were... what was that town called? With the werewolves.
Andola Stand.
What about when we were in Dola's Stand and you guys had to kill all those guards because those shapeshifters took my face?
In Ryu's defense, it was totally his decision to microwave like 8 people. So, like,
Also, in defense of that, what? They took your face.
So I'm gonna need you to get dressed, like right now. Just get dressed. Don't say anything else. Get dressed and let's go. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna throw on clothes and go stand outside the door. Come out when you're ready.
I'll follow right behind you.
Oh, you're dressed? Dope.
The sheets are pulled back and Illmaye is in her full outfit.
Do I know where Ryujin and Adagio's room is?
Yeah, you saw that they're above you.
Rooms are?
Yeah, I don't know if you would you wouldn't have gone to the doors with them, but you saw they went up.
Are the doors themed too?
Are you going upstairs to look?
Yes, I'm gonna
100%
grab
they are. Yes.
Man, I'm gonna go to the Athena room.
Okay.
That's the one that Adagio's in.
Yeah, Adagio, you hear a knock on your door.
What time is it?
It's early, but you feel well rested. Speaking of, actually, Illmaye, can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Oh God, I'm not good at those.
you stub your toe on the doorframe entering the room.
Your hit point maximum decreases by 50.
Oh god.
9.
9. You are suffering from 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, I figured.
Yeah.
I'm have woken up early and be reading kid stories and like throw them under the pillow and be like, "Come in." What? I wasn't. What? Yes.
Alexios, you open the door. You see these bookcases filled with mostly children's books.
Come with us to Ryu's room. Are you dressed?
No, I'm completely just my blanket.
Okay, get dressed and come with us to Ryu's room.
Okay. Weirdo.
Adagio, you see, Alexios seems a bit weird. Illmaye looks like a bit on edge with like bags under her eyes. She does not look good. You could think maybe like Alexios talked her ear off in the room all night or something like that. She looks annoyed.
I'm gonna look at him and nod and be like, "It's okay, I've been there." That's why I usually bunk with Honora or Ryujin. And then start throwing clothes on.
Okay. You guys
Told you.
make your way over to the Poseidon room.
Yep.
Ryujin, you are relaxing in your water bed when you hear a knock on the door.
It's open.
I kick open the door.
I'm just gonna.
I want to
like,
jump
without them
off the
even
bed
saying
next to-
anything. I'm just gonna shh. Come here. Come here. Get on this bed.
I wanna jump on it, so try to like send him into the air. Trampoline
ahead.
style.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Just
Rage
launch me
before
into
you
this
do
feeling.
it. Rage before you do it.
I really want to. I'm gonna do it. I'm a rage just for this.
Okay,
Oh,
I
no.
you
run.
see Ryujin laying on the bed, you just go...
Sounded like a challenge.
I feel like
I
we
gotta-
should roll for the bed's HP.
What's the strength check?
What happens to
21.
the bed?
Wait,
Oh
do I
my-
get plus because of check or?
Oh yeah, I think
I
you
don't
get
remember. You know, 20.
I think you get
it was
advantage.
a 17 with
Uh-huh.
advantage,
Okay.
plus 2 for my strength, plus 2 for rage.
Got
I think. Sure.
Jeez.
Sure, that
However
sounds
that works.
whatever.
Yeah.
Ooh, boom, Ryujin, you don't go soaring into the air per se, but you do get like pushed off the bed, and you just like find yourself in like the crack between the bed and the wall. It's like
I'm a snow angel. Whee! This is great. This is where you slept all night?
This bed is ingenious, I say as I'm squished in a corner.
Okay. Y'all
Also,
all
I'm
right?
taking a like a shell off the wall.
okay, sounds good.
Wait, no.
Okay.
What's something that's a part of this room that I could just like?
I mean, I think
You
a
know?
shell would probably be the easiest thing for you to do that with.
Okay, yeah, I'll just take a shell. Screw it.
Sure, sounds good.
I'll look for the biggest conch shell there is.
my
Most of these are like like aerial bra shells, you know.
Ah, okay.
I don't know what they're actually called.
Just standard default shells. you
Yeah,
know?
like the shell emoji shell, you know.
Mhm. What's up? What do you guys? What do you guys need? What's happening?
Y'all good? Can you are you drowning in your bed? Adagio, cool.
Start brushing my hair.
Wait. Oh no, I don't want to use a spell slot, but that'd be really funny. I was gonna say I cast control water and just split the
Oh
bed.
my god.
Don't.
Start a whirlpool inside the bed, just a little mini.
That's like a little jacuzzi bed. Ooh, I love that.
So we can all agree that we wouldn't be able to do all this without Illmaye, right?
Of course.
Adagio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Illmaye,
What?
you definitely
Yes,
you
of
definitely
course
note that Ryujin said yes, but Adagio waited.
Ah, damn it.
Point.
Who else would be our
Point
sneaky
made.
little, stealthy, massive damage doing, assassinating badass? Who
I don't
also
think
just
it was
happens
quite
to
fair.
have a demigod past like all of us, but not as fleshed out yet. Kind of.
Also, I don't think it was quite fair to take that Adagio hesitated when you put Isaac on the spot of all people.
I just call
It
him
is
like a
what it
sim.
is.
You put Isaac on the spot of all people. That's the same thing as putting me on the spot to do math.
I don't know. Ryujin seemed to have the answer ready, so.
Ryujin's confident though. He knows how to talk to people.
At any
Pretty sure
point,
we'll have like a
we
zero
agree.
charisma.
Who else would give me my ball bearings?
Oh my god.
That's all I am to you? Just the ball bearings?
I mean, you do that thing where you swing, and you slash, and stab.
Y'all are really bad at emotions. Holy shit.
This is great.
This
It
is
is not going well at all.
Can I walk up to Illmaye and just
Listen.
give them a hug and say,
ew.
"We're kind of assholes, but we love you. And of course, you're a valued part of this team. We're the hands of fate, all right? That's 5 fingers. I can't remember which one we all are. I think I'm the pointer.
Yes.
But like, listen, we want to be a whole hand with all 5 fingers, okay? If you only have 4 fingers, that's whack. That sucks. All right?
Technically, you only have 4 fingers.
You know what I mean, okay?
The thumb is technically not a finger.
This is ancient Greece. We don't know that. We don't know
You
that.
can
Yeah.
say 5 phalanges.
The
okay?
science has not come out on that yet.
5 digits.
You have 5 phalanges,
Oh my goodness.
but only 4 of them are
kick
considered
Alexios
fingers.
out.
So take those doubts and kick them out.
Listen,
You're not going anywhere.
ever since
You're
the
stuck
oracle
with
said
us.
that you were one of us, you were one of us. You can't easily replace what a dead oracle said.
One of us.
One of us.
What is that
One
from?
of
Why did that
us.
just pop into my head?
I appreciate that me and Ryujin literally say the same thing anytime there's a reference.
What is
Yeah.
that from? Why do I know? Hold on a second.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
God.
And on top of that, I've seen what you could do to people. I don't think I really feel comfortable with calling you expendable or replaceable and having to be anywhere in your vicinity. You're dangerous. That's just fact.
But that
Right.
doesn't mean he's saying that just because you're dangerous. It's because
Yeah.
we love you and you're awesome. And yeah, you could probably sleep any of us at any given moment if we're not paying attention. But
Yeah, but that's the thing is that I can deal the damage, but somebody hits me, I'm out.
well,
And we
then
bring
I
you
mean,
back.
you guys are so much more stronger than me.
I mean, I literally walked into an office with a Rakshasa and got my chest cavity pulled out and flipped inside out. So, I mean,
Told you not to do that.
yeah. You
Just had to say that.
but I did it anyway. Now I got a cool sky.
I mean, also, I know I'm not there, but I'd like to point out real quick, just for everyone to know, everyone's not stronger than Illmaye. I have 2 more hit points than Illmaye, and Illmaye hasn't had to be resurrected.
Technically, you
stronger
have
than
7
you
more
are.
than
I'm
Illmaye
not
right
afraid
now.
to admit that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I have more than that right now because I have the 10 hit points from the
That's
chest
right.
I
plate
think
now.
I'm at 75. Yeah, I'm at 75 now.
All right, you can shut the fuck up.
How many do you have?
It's 59!
Ah,
Six-
gotcha.
86. Woohoo.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god. Unfair.
I don't know how many hit
Anyway.
points I
It's the
have.
barbarian levels. Listen, if you want to feel more important, you can become a barbarian like me. Rah!
Y'all
D12,
shut
baby.
the fuck up about these hit points. Y'all shut the fuck up. I would be fine if I didn't keep rolling that one.
I got 82. I'm
That's
good.
a lie. You also have very
You
important
can also
connections,
shut the fuck up.
I'm
like
right
the
in the middle.
underground and other shifty people I don't like to interact with on a daily basis. The scum.
We're doing great.
Yeah,
y'all.
but you guys,
Just call
but
Illmaye.
that's not needed.
I mean,
I don't have any magic. I can't do anything special.
So what?
Just a random
So what?
person can do what I
The
do.
only
You just
reason that I
need to
can
give
do
somebody a sword.
the only reason that any of us can do what we can do is because, like, for example, me. You know, if I wouldn't have gone and had someone try to drown me, I wouldn't be where I am now. If Alexios didn't, you know, get introduced to the once more, like it all happens by chance. Just because you don't have any magic doesn't mean that you're not an important
think,
part of this team. I mean,
I think you'd call
like,
it.
I
fate.
went looking for.
we're
the
all
one
different
small.
parts of this square, right? We're all one side to
There's
this
5 of us.
trapezoidish shape. You know,
Pentagon.
pentagon. I say trapezoid. What the
Jesus.
hell?
Fucking
Guys, remember, charisma, not intelligence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
And without you, you know, we're missing a side. You know, what happens if you try to roll a square down a hill and it's only got 3 sides? It's not a square. That's a cup.
Triangle.
What did
Okay, oh man, look.
All right,
And
think of it like
here
this,
I
a
am
box.
thinking
You got a
which
box,
would roll down
right?
the hill better,
Oh.
pentagon or
That's a
square?
cup.
Dead. I'm done with it. Okay, it's like this, Illmaye. Anyone can pick up a sword. But how many people actually do? And how many people are actually fighting along on this quest and trying to do God's work out here? The gods. How many people were hand chosen, placed right here with us, went on that journey, and stuck along with us? And you know how crazy we are? This one always stealing plates. That one over there built a dragon. Me? Oh my god, you know how many people I've killed? Jesus. A hero? A hero? No.
Sad moment
How
of
many-
self-realization.
Do you know how
How many
many
does it
useless
because of me?
people we know?
What? You don't know them anymore.
We know a lot of useless people, but like,
What the fuck?
You're definitely not useless, because we would we definitely keep you, and we'd even keep you around if you were useless. So that says a lot, right?
No, it does not.
Where is this even coming
No,
from?
that means we love you.
All right, y'all.
Wait, where is this
Anora,
coming
you are
from?
miles away.
Where is
I
this
would
coming
just
from? I woke
y'all
up.
can't do emotions.
I was reading children's books. I want you to read this children's book. With
I
me.
am
It says
from
right
the
here,
Isle
the
of
little flower that
Aries.
could, did. And you know what? It had 5 petals, so that has to mean something. I don't know.
What the fuck is happening?
My mama told me in the orphanage, every child has a purpose. As long as you find your purpose and do what you need to do, you make life meaningful or something. If she was here, she'd say it correctly, but she ain't here, so.
I feel like this conversation is like having a bad trip on acid.
This couldn't have gone better from my perspective.
Listen,
I
it wouldn't have been Team Avatar without Toph, okay?
Toph was the best
Or-
one.
Or
that not-
Sokka,
That was tough.
or Aang, or Katara, or any of them. If any of them were missing, it wouldn't really be Team Avatar,
Who
would
are
it?
these Avatar people?
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, me
so-
neither. I don't know who those people are. It felt like a good thing to say.
It was from Adagio's books that he was reading.
Yeah.
What's a suit
was
without
written
a
by
few
the Oracle herself.
psychopathic carrots, huh?
Did the Oracle not write any books? Like, did she not like catalog things that she randomly saw at 3 a.m.? What is
No.
wrong with her? Why not?
not
Imagine
keep it
selling your delusions. In the far future, I see a glass filled with electricity. They call it the lit bulb.
like
Thus began the infomercial.
she is Billy Mays.
But-
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't see what I can add to this group, especially just because I don't have anything for you guys. I have nothing to add. Yes, I can deal out some damage, but anybody can do that.
No.
Not like
You know, there was that one time you let me braid feathers into your hair, and that was really special to me.
And no
Right.
one can avoid a deep conversation like you. That's a thing. Like, you're the best.
Well,
It looks like you just need some sleep. There's a really nice waterbed right here. I say the 3 of us go shopping, and you can, like, you know, take a nap.
It is a
geez.
glorious. It is a glorious bed.
you know, you just like totally made the dream come true.
I wasn't even gonna say anything,
And I
but
wasn't
yeah,
even-
Illmaye.
Oh my gosh!
Yo, oh my god,
I
that's
was like,
crazy.
what would
You
I
just sleep.
do
We're gonna
with
go
that?
shop.
We're gonna shop. What else do the 3 of us do together?
Yeah.
I am the
This is
best
why
DM of all
I-
time.
This is why we should take Adagio's vocal cords and be done with it.
Listen, I'll replace him.
If I cast polymorph, can I polymorph his vocal cords away?
No, that's not how polymorph works.
That's alter self, silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if you reduced or enlarged his vocal cords?
Yeah, can I? What would happen if you reduce his vocal cords?
I get a really squeaky voice.
He
Oh, I
sounds
see.
like
It's
a
reduce his
chipmunk.
vocal cords.
His vocal cords, it's like puberty, pre-puberty adagio.
Well, I guess if you guys want to go, I'll stay back and wait for Nora, I guess.
What? Why
Oh,
are
it's
you
me.
questioning your place in the team now? All of a sudden, what's going on? Why? What?
Oh, yeah, I skipped that part.
I'm dead.
She had a dream that we
Like a
said
dream.
mean things about her in her sleep, and I mean, obviously in her sleep because it was a dream, but in the dream, we said mean things.
So,
That
like,
she was replaceable, and we're better off without her. Untrue
cast-
things.
Detect magic on Illmaye?
You casting detect magic?
Yes.
Okay. You cast detect magic. You get pings off of all the magic items on all of your friends.
I always
Uh,
forget.
Yeah, but you also you don't pick up on any additional magic that you aren't expecting to see on Illmaye.
Maybe the dream was real.
Yeah, you
No,
guys
just
just
kidding.
you guys can go do whatever you wanted to do. I'll just wait for Nora, I guess.
What do we have to do?
What do we have to do?
But you just said you were gonna go shopping.
Yeah, because you look like you're dying. You seen those bags? Girl, you can carry my stuff for me.
I still have to install these teeth on Forge. I could look after you while you sleep, see if anything changes.
I had a bunch of
don't-
children's books I could read you, like a bedtime story. Put you down peacefully. Not like that. Oh my god.
You got 2 strikes before Nora takes your vocal cords.
We literally, like...
I will also
Yeah, I'm
remind you
just-
guys that you did tell Anora to meet at the temple in the morning.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, just so you guys remember.
I forgot.
Did
Where
we
was
give a
supposed to
time,
be
or
Ethan.
did we just say that?
Listen,
Oh,
You just
well.
said the morning.
You're like our baby. How
if
could
we're
we
going
not
off
love
of
you?
what we can all offer the team, all I've really got is like long range stuff. Close combat, I'm useless. That's how I died. That's how I died. Because it happened.
I realized me and Alexios could do both.
Literally the most useless out the group. Like, his powers are just so, like,
They're all at 100%.
specific,
There's
right?
no.
Like, if we were out in the middle of a desert, right? What the fuck could Ryujin do?
You
I
create
can still
water.
beat your ass with a tentacle, goddammit. Now I'm self-conscious.
Now everyone's
just
going,
saying.
no, shut up! No, you shut up!
Listen, it would be like Katara in Avatar when the desert, when spoilers, when Appa
Oh my
This
is
came out like 2006.
abducted.
God. Okay, look.
One of the
Ilmaye.
best episodes.
If we were willing to kill multiple people and risk all of our lives back in Andola's stand, why would anything have changed along the way? I barely knew you back then. I mean, I barely know you now, but like,
You're
come
not
on.
helping.
Third strike. Your vocal cords are mine when I get back.
We would literally
How
destroy a
would
small
you know?
populace for you.
Okay, if that's what you guys say.
Listen, if you know
Um,
your mother's name, and I would jump off a cliff to save you. All right.
We're gonna
If
kill
Papa
the
I'm
was
children.
like,
just
"Yeah,
gonna-
come on, Illmay's in here."
Which is something we
I'm just
have to
gonna
do
head to
now that
the-
we can't murder Nora's parents.
yeah. I'm just gonna make my way to the temple and wait for Nora. If you guys have anything else you have planned, that's where I'm gonna be.
Sure, don't want to go shopping? Never go shopping.
No, I'm good.
I mean,
Well,
I'll
I
buy
wanna
you
buy
some
the
stuff. I owe you some gold.
No, it's okay. I'm just gonna just head to the temple.
Well,
You want some new
I'll tag along
boots?
with you.
Some new gloves. You know?
I have everything I need.
Fine.
You got what I need.
Okay.
We'll go shopping.
Adagio, who you going with?
I also want to go shopping.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Adagio and Alexios, you guys are gonna go explore and find some shops. Yuge and Illmaye, you guys are heading essentially
Oh,
across the street to the temple.
before we
Before we
depart-
leave, can I just go to like Adagio and just be like, listen, if you see some really dope shit, you know, just like listen. I have like 65 gold. Okay, if it's within a
Okay.
reasonable price, get it from me. Get it from me. All right. Listen, I want to whisper in Adagio's ear, just like I want to come with you, but I feel like I gotta be here for Illmaye. She's going through it. You guys just go shopping. Get me something cool, okay? And by the end of it, I'm not whispering anymore. I'm just talking normally. Okay.
You only
Okay.
have
Do I
65
hear-
gold?
Do I hear any of that?
Whisper, whisper, whisper.
It's a small
Absolutely.
room. Make a perception check.
If you need me, just blow that horn of yours.
I gotta be
I'll do
here
the same.
for Illmaye, all right?
30-20.
Yeah, you hear it.
All right, Coolio Julios.
Okay.
Wait, Alexios, what did you want to go buy? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
I just realized I have a lot of gold, and when you die, you can't take gold with you. So
I mean,
I figured,
you can encase your body in gold.
Oh, I mean, I feel like that's a waste of gold.
You're not gonna use it. Why should anyone else?
I could.
You can have them fuse it to your bones like Wolverine, whoever that is.
Or you can have a child and just leave it to them.
You didn't take anatomy class, did you? We generally don't reproduce.
What do you mean?
Demigods.
We generally
Demigods?
don't live that long.
Yes, they do, don't they? Demigods have kids.
If they live that long, yeah.
Yeah.
Demigods? I thought we were sterile.
No, you guys aren't ligers.
No, that's just
Where
Theseus.
did I read this? I could have
Theseus
sworn.
fucked with the wrong god. That's what happened.
Yeah, that only Theseus is sterile.
I mean,
We
Eric
can all have
right,
kids.
technically.
Really?
I guess that's
didn't
true.
even think about anything with Korra because I thought we were sterile. Okay.
My
Nah,
God.
man.
Oh my
Go after it.
God.
My life. Okay.
I gotta call my mom.
You're gonna be a grandmother.
What's happening?
Tell Korra I'm coming.
Mom, put Cora on the phone. Put Cora on the phone.
I think I'm having a fucking fever dream listening to this.
Scorch, where are you, Scorch?
Oh,
Is it possible Scorch
Oh my
March
God,
comes
back in like
one
a
time,
year.
or
Shut up. Okay.
do you roll on a wait, Sammy, do you roll on a table every time we like interact with a guest like that? A guest.
No.
Oh God.
A guest? Oh my God! What are you doing in your customer service job?
I'm making sure they
I
leave a
hate
smile on their
it.
face.
No, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't.
Satisfied.
I wouldn't surprise you guys with a pregnancy arc unless it like actually made sense for the character.
That'd be really funny.
I wouldn't just be like,
Scorch comes
surprise!
back
If you
in,
have
like,
sex,
8
you're gonna get
months.
pregnant.
Have any of us actually
That
like
would be
hooked
awesome.
up with anybody?
Alexios hooked up with
TJ
Scorch.
Alexios.
Alexis and Scorch.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Listen,
Yeah.
Alexios has got those red
I heard
eyes,
about last
the
night,
eyebrow
now I
slit.
remember.
All right, Alexios pulls. Okay.
Yeah, would that be like
Oh
an
my
extra fire?
God.
Fire baby.
I forgot.
Yeah,
where
that'd
we
be a real fire baby. All right,
Would it be
so,
a five to them?
huh?
It would get double resistance from both parents. Would it be immune to fire?
No, it's just resistant.
It would be fire.
It would be
A
half on
demigod's child doesn't get demigod perks.
That's dumb. I love you.
fire. Whack.
They would just get like they could get something similar to like what children of minor gods get. More likely, they might be able to get like they might become like celestial sorcerers, like that sort of thing. They might just have like some celestial blood in them to do with what they will, you know.
Okay, well, I want to buy a viol, Alexios. That's my one mission. I just want a viol because I can play that with like proficiency.
Like a oh,
Like a
I thought you
violin.
meant like a
Like
Yeah.
a violin. What do you mean?
oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I was thinking about buying like items, maybe a weapon. I was thinking like, you know what would make me more dangerous? A fucking arsenal. So like,
A gun belt.
Oh my God, does that even exist?
No,
I thought you were
guns are
about to say-
just existed a month ago.
I thought you were
Yes.
about to
Did you
say
look
that
at your
arson
what-
would make you more dangerous, and I thought you were about to just go start lighting things on fire.
Quarter past the second.
firebolt, 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 firebolt. No,
Could
no.
you
I
imagine
mean,
if you had a
like,
gun that shot fireballs instead of bullets for every? Oh my,
Oh my
god.
god.
9th level fireball every
You need
single
a
shot.
bazooka.
oh, not like a fireball fire. Never mind.
Like
it's
the
like a
Talk
rocket
spell
about
shot.
it
What do
later.
you mean a flamethrower?
You mean
Yeah.
you mean like alcohol? Like a little 9, like not a little like shooter of
So-
fireball?
Anura,
Yes.
my question to you is how
Maybe this
long
is a fever
how
dream,
long
oh
do you
shit.
want to just sort of stay where you are before you, I assume, fly back to the city?
I'm gonna get up and walk back over to the rock where I assume Kai still is.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over there and be like, "Hey, Kai, how was your night?"
A bit confusing, but fine.
I felt that. You'll probably hear about it when everyone else hears about it. You'll probably still be there when that happens. So,
Okay.
We'll hear about it then.
Can we go back to Ryujin now?
I'm gonna pray real quick while we're still here. Ryujin, you're about to lose your imp until you resummon him.
My
Can you
spidey
still
senses are
telepathically
tingling.
communicate?
My water
at this
senses
distance?
are
Not that far, no.
Okay, I didn't know if you could still like hear him or anything.
No.
Don't appreciate the eye rolling. Was a rough night, my dude.
Yeah. I had to run away from like a wolf at one point.
You can fucking fly.
Well, yeah, I flew off. I ran up. Running is an
You-
expression, Anora.
You could have literally just flown up into like a
He
tree
was
where there was
sleeping.
branches.
Leave the baby
left.
alone.
Are you gonna
Whatever.
pray or what?
You got your intelligence from your owner, and then I'm gonna go pray.
All right. So you're just
You ever
gonna
get like those
sit down?
sudden chest pains that you can't explain, but you think it's all over in that
Yeah.
moment?
It's like a
It usually
voodoo doll
gets that
situation.
right as that happens. Just ugh.
You're gonna sit down in front of the rock, I assume.
Yeah.
All right. What would you have to say?
I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna take out underbrush and just kind of like hold it on my lap again. After everything you told me last night, it's a lot to take in, but thank you for telling me everything that you told me. I spent 23 years trying to figure it out, and on the path that I'm going, had I not figured it out soon, I could have walked around Gaia for hundreds of years and never known. So it means a lot that you took the time to tell me. And I know I said it last night, but I need to reiterate it again. In every sense of the word but blood, you are my mother. You're the one who raised me into who I am today. Urania might have given birth to me, and Anakis might have taken me in, mostly willingly until the dreams happened. But if it hadn't been for you, I wouldn't be sitting here today with a weapon that holds power I'll never understand, probably. That's something amazing that I could never even think that I'd get to this point about, you know? I know I have kind of like shunted it off to the side, never really used it much. But after everything that's happened and seeing what you did to make sure I was okay, it deserves to be used more in your service. So thank you. And I mean, I guess if you talk to Urania, be like, hey, yo, your kid would like to meet you just to get a few answers, but like, if she doesn't, it's whatever. So yeah.
Okay. You send those words up, not knowing how nearby or far away Artemis is. But you feel more connected to her than ever. Even if you'll never be as connected as your demigod friends, maybe. There's no denying how Artemis feels for you and how you feel for her.
All right.
Must be nice. I'm trying to be like you, marble.
All right. I'm gonna look to Kai and be like, all right, you ready to leave?
Ready.
All right, I'm gonna turn before I turn into a raven while he's sitting there, like still not doing anything. I'm gonna go race you back and then immediately turn into a raven and fly off as fast as I can.
Fuck shit! Fuck shit! And he also turns into a raven. Speeds off.
I have a
We're the same
question.
speed, so I should beat him.
Ba, 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 na, ba, 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 na.
I was thinking Duel of the Fates for some reason, and I don't know why.
All right. So, also, that entire morning doesn't take very long, and with the conversations that were had in the inn, I'll say that you are flying around the temple right as you see your friends all leaving the building across the street. You see a somewhat overtired-looking Illmaye, and all four of them are walking in the direction of the temple, but you do see that Adagio and Alexios are beginning to branch off. What would you like to do, Inor?
as soon as I see them, I want to plop down in the middle of them and turn back into a Nora before Kai can land.
Okay. You turn
And
back into it.
immediately, before I see, say anything to any of the party, I'm going to look towards where Kai is coming from and be like, I beat you, huh?
Kai flies over. Little bird shit lands on you. And then he
I grew up with
and reappears in his normal form by Ryujin.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. I grew up in a forest, Kai.
For sure.
I don't know what you're
That's
expecting
gross.
that to do to me.
That's my boy.
Oh, that wasn't for you. That was for me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna turn to Ryujin, and I'm gonna take the bird shit off of my shoulders real quick and walk over to him. But I want to sneakily do it so he doesn't see me do it.
I mean, everyone's looking at you right now.
I'm still gonna turn where he can't see me, get it off my shoulder, kind of thing.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna walk over to him and go to pat him on the opposite shoulder from where Kai is, and be like, "He gets your intelligence from you, but thank you for sending him with me."
Alright, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Okay. If it has to roll against Ryujin's perception, I feel pretty good.
Hey,
Yeah, we've
But,
been through this.
but because
Hey!
I will say, it is going to be a disadvantage just because everyone's already
Okay.
looking at you.
Okay, well, the first one was a natural 19, so that sucks, but whatever. Second one was a natural 18, so dirty 20.
Yeah, with his passive perception of 11, he does not notice.
what about Kai?
What's Kai's passive? I doubt it's going to be
Kai's
a natural
passive
18.
if he's staring down an aura this whole time.
At this point, Kai thinks it's done. It's over.
I love Kai. He's
That's
perfect.
wisdom, right?
Yeah.
He just has a +1 to wisdom.
Yeah, so
12.
no. Neither of you notice.
Wait, out of character, you just rubbed Kai's bird shit
On your shoulder.
On your
on
shoulder now.
on my shoulder that happens to be in my nice sweater.
Your brand new sweater.
I forgot about that. I apologize. Out of character, I apologize. In character, Nora does not care. You can clean a sweater.
I'm coming for your shoes and I'm shitting in them, buddy. Okay.
God.
Nora doesn't wear shoes, do they?
Do not-
You know, their
more.
mini doesn't have shoes, but I have to assume that they're wearing some type of footwear.
I don't believe it. It's like a leaf. One leaf wrapped around.
Oh god. Like Tinkerbell
Yeah, but-
shoes.
Thank you for sending him with me, Ryujin.
Oh, we were just about to
You're
Scooby-Doo this and split up. 2 of us are going shopping. 2 of us are going to the temple.
Let's not do that because we need to talk.
So talk while we shop?
We all need to talk and not
So
in
I'll
a
go
very
shopping.
public setting.
Back to your parents?
Okay, well we have 3 things to do then. What are we doing first?
Can we talk first? Seriously.
Okay,
There's-
can you name a
there's-
location?
Fuck shit going on here. I do need to talk to my parents again. It's okay with y'all? Can we go back to their place?
Wait, out of character, what did we need to come back to the temple for? It was just the meeting
We wanted
place,
to talk
but
to
there was
the-
something else, right?
We wanted
You
to talk
wanted
to
to
the
follow up with the priests.
And plus, we're all
Mm.
Because
demigods, so compared to our
it was
dads.
Anura's parents said that it was the priest of Aphrodite that confirmed that the dreams were coming from Aphrodite.
Gotcha. Okay.
Plus, you also left a corpse here last night, and
Ah.
sent
It's not
the
my
husband of
corpse to
said
claim.
corpse here as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
Fair
we
enough.
should get a little more information from my parents before we talk to the priestess after some of the stuff that I have learned in the last 24 hours. So, plus, I feel
Sandy,
like
can I just get a ring that gives me +8 intelligence?
I gave you a book.
+1 doesn't mean shit when you're negative.
hey, you're less negative.
Yeah,
I went from a 4th grade reading level to a 5th grade reading level. Okay.
exactly.
I feel like
You can
that's a
enjoy
little
Harry
more
Potter now.
bigger stuff than that.
Oh man.
Where's your intelligence?
9,
That's
I
like-
think.
So I've put points into my strength, so my strength is even now, not -2 anymore. No, my intelligence was -2, now it's -1, so it's 9.
Nice.
I can help you temporarily next level? I mean, next time we get stronger.
The next time we wake up and we just suddenly feel rejuvenated after a hard battle.
Yep. I'm
Doesn't
working
so much
on
to get
something.
anywhere.
Okay, can we just, I assume, start walking in that direction then?
Yes, let's start going towards
Back
the
to
North
your
Fair.
place?
We're gonna go talk to your parents again?
You think they make
I found
breakfast?
stuff out, and with what I know now, I think my dad deserves to know a little bit at least.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
All right. So you guys make your way back the same way that you guys came, but now it feels different now that the sun is shining, and you're really seeing Syllovyn in all its glory for the first real time. And you see this sort of bottom level of the hill that you guys are on currently has a wide variety of different architecture styles and different people milling about here and there. There is a large elven and half-elven population, but it is by no means just elves and elf kind. You see gnomes and halflings and humans and dragonborn. You see a bunch of other stuff as well. But as you guys make your way back up the hill to that sort of more well-to-do neighborhood, it becomes a bit more sterile, a bit cleaner, a bit... You can tell the wealth of the neighborhood as you walk through it. It is far more elvish dominated here than in the ground level, which makes it very easy to see a purple face walking in the direction you guys are coming from. You see Anura's mother walking towards you, essentially.
I forgot her name.
Anakis.
Yo, Anakis.
She looks at you and just, hello. I'm just heading to work. Did you need something?
I was hoping you'd make breakfast.
Oh my god.
I've packed some
Mom,
food for my
ignore
lunch, but
him.
you can have it. Okay.
Ignore him. I'm taking his fucking vocal cords. Ignore him. I'm sorry he's like this. I have a couple of more questions about something, and I found some things out, and considering everything that I'd already found out before that last night when I talked to you and Dad, I think you at least both deserve to know what I found out to an extent.
Okay. Well, we could head back to the house. Just be a bit quiet. Your father is sleeping. And she turns and walks back to your house. So, and as part of this walk, you guys do pass through that same park where you had your fight last night, and it looks completely normal, put together. Whoever's here now doesn't seem to have heard or have been here for what happened last night. But you guys go back to the house that Anura grew up in, sort of, and Anakis opens the door and brings you back to that very familiar sitting room. And she goes, what would you like to discuss, Anura?
I don't want to wake up Dad, but I feel like this is one of those conversations that he needs to be there for, because it'll give him a couple of answers he probably wishes he had.
All right, I will go wake him. Just give me a moment. And she moves upstairs. A couple minutes
while
pass.
she's doing that,
Yeah.
before she comes back, do I see how ragged Illmaye looks? Like, do I notice?
With your passive perception, yeah, you'd notice that she doesn't look like she's on death's door, but it looks like she didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
I want to turn to Illmaye and be like, hey, are you okay?
Yeah, it was just dreams and just realizing some things. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
What did you realize?
Well, my worth to this place, to this group. I mean, what do I have to give to everybody here? I mean, you have your connection with Artemis and all of your druid abilities. Adagio has his cleric abilities. I mean, Alexios can make pretty much anything. And then Ryujin with his, like, lightning bolt. What is there for me? I mean, I literally can pick some locks, but I now learned that Alexios can do the same thing. So,
Can I walk over to where Illmay's sitting?
Yeah, I assume you guys were essentially next to each other.
Okay, I'm gonna completely turn and like grab Illmay's hands in my hands. Like, I know you hate physical touch, but I need to make sure you are listening to me. Okay?
okay.
And I'm going to take her hand and put it on Honora's, like, above Honora's shirt, like on her stomach, on their stomach, where the mark is, where they were revived at. If you brought no worth and we thought that you were expendable and replaceable, I would not have this mark on my stomach. I crawled over a wall and was gored by a minotaur because I refused to let you or Ryujin die. You bring value to this group. The dynamic wouldn't be the same without you. We would never learn half the things we learn without you. You have the one brain cell that this group has most of the time. You're worth a lot that you're giving yourself credit for. I'm gonna turn around and flip him off. Like, shut the fuck up.
You're mean. I trust you more than them, by the way, Illmaye. Just saying that.
Yeah, everyone in this party trusts you more than they trust me at this point. Hell, I ran off with a Link, and I'm still here. Just because I can do flashy things because I'm a druid doesn't mean shit. You are literally half god. I literally sacrificed my life for you. You are more important than you give yourself credit for, and I will every day yell this at you as soon as we wake up if that was what it takes to get you to remember that. And then I'm going to take out that silver dagger that I have because I always forget to use it. And I have been meaning to give it to Illmaye anyway, and hand her the silver dagger with the hilt to her, of course, because I'm not going to hand her the fucking blade. And hand it to her and take this. And every time you pick it up or go to use it, remember, you were worth more than what you're giving yourself credit for. Okay?
I don't know, just sometimes it just doesn't feel like it's enough. But thank you.
We all feel like that sometimes. I've been revived twice. You had to save my ass twice. So sometimes it doesn't feel enough, but at the end of the day, we're all here to remind you that you are enough. And we're not going to get tired of you asking for that affirmation and that confirmation from us, because it happens. You get in those slumps where you need to have that affirmation. My whole childhood was a slump like that for a long time, and I still seek that affirmation as much as I can. And it's years later. No matter how small and insignificant you think those feelings are, they're not. Talk them out. Not talking them out and making sure that we're there to help you is how you end up running off with a Link, because they offer you information. And you're so much better than that, trust me.
They offer you, Emperor Palpatine has entered the chat, unlimited power. I'm sorry, I hate myself too if it,
Am I allowed to give you a hug, or would that make you uncomfortable?
It's fine. I appreciate the words. I really do. Just I need to work out.
Okay, just remember, you mean a lot more to this group than you're giving yourself credit for. Oh, I just gave you a fucking silver dagger. I wouldn't give that to just anybody. I think you're the only person in this group I've actually really given a weapon to.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I can make
Yeah,
you
just keep it in mind.
At that moment,
Shut
you
the
hear
fuck up!
you hear footsteps coming down the stairs, and you see Anakis returns with Anura's father. Their father in a silk nightgown with his hair sort of wrapped up in what is clearly supposed to be some sort of sleep device to make it look good in the morning. He looks like shit. He goes, "Good morning."
Okay, but like, how open is his like
Walk
silk robe?
back.
It's not a robe. It's a gown.
Ah,
As soon as I see Adagio go to look at him, I'm throwing my hand over Adagio's mouth. You say one
Anakis
more
goes,
word. I don't care if you're resistant to radiant damage. I will not revive your ass.
I will.
"All right. So, what is it that you would like to discuss?"
Well, Dad, I'm sorry for waking you up. I just thought you'd want to know some of this.
No, please.
So when I left here last night, I went back to where the temple was that I was raised in. And just kind of sat outside praying, trying to figure some things out, right? Yeah. You know, as one does when you don't know what the fuck to do. And apparently someone heard my prayers and requests for guidance, specifically Artemis. And I'm gonna look around to the party real quick and be like, this is gonna be the first time y'all are hearing this too, because I found it out last night and I didn't tell you on the way over here, and I'm sorry for that. She told me who my real mother was, who the mysterious woman was.
You do see their eye, as tired as he is, seems to perk up a bit.
It was Urania in the use of astronomy.
Oh.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, you know, stars.
Yeah. Long story short, she saw a mortal took a fancy to, that being you, Dad,
Well,
and she wanted to have fun, but she didn't want the responsibility of a child when I came around. So she went to
God.
Artemis for advice, and Artemis told her to bring me back to both of you. And then Urania saw what happened when the dream started and you tried to get rid of me and asked what to do when you dropped me in the field. And Artemis told her to lead me to Artemis using the stars. And that's how that happened. So it explains the reason I have a mark on my arm and have, you know, celestial blood, but it doesn't manifest like a full demigod. They're not a full god. She's not a full god, so.
still, quite an impressive birth.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Kind of impressive when she hid herself from her own child for 23 years. And it took that long for me to figure things out, but that's whatever. Artemis also told me that after you had tried to kill me and left me in the field, that you went and asked Aphrodite about me. And that's what everyone believed was the reason that he would try to kill me, and that's what you believed was the reason that he would try to kill me. Aphrodite didn't know who I was until after Artemis asked her. The dreams weren't from Aphrodite.
At this point, they both look at each other. I don't understand.
I don't either, but Aphrodite had no clue that you had a child with a strange mark on their arm. He didn't know who I was until Artemis asked.
But that's impossible. Miala herself said that it was very clear that they were visions from Aphrodite.
Improbable, not impossible.
Impossible.
Well,
Yeah.
I
mean, I'm
certainly
improbable,
have some
not
questions
impossible.
to ask at work today.
Be careful about asking questions. Last night we ran into a little scene where a person was attacked, and we learned that the whole entire possible reason is that somebody was having dreams as well, thinking about infidelity. Is that the right word I'm using?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the right word? About infidelity within their marriage, and he was having dreams about this, and but whenever we talked, we brought the wife, not really, she died, but we had a priest and asked some questions, and it wasn't true. The wife just wanted to have a happy marriage, but the husband was having these dreams about this, and from what we could tell, it wasn't true. So these dreams that you were having could potentially have been the same thing.
So are you saying
Yeah.
there's some sort of malevolent force pretending to be a goddess?
Well, welcome to Gaia. That's all there is at this point.
Maybe not that specifically, but we know that there's something that's
there's something
causing
going
people
on.
to have dreams that I don't know. It's still weird. We don't know a whole lot, but we know that it has a fair amount to do with people having dreams, and it seems like it's been going on for a while.
So what do we do?
Well, we would like
the
to.
moment,
we want to ask this priestess.
Yeah, just
some questions.
don't mention it for the time being. Don't put yourself in any more danger than you have to.
Okay, you are the
We can put
professionals.
ourselves in danger, fortunately.
We will just go about our lives and do keep us updated. And even if you don't think that we should be asking questions, someone should ask questions.
We will, but I don't want either of you to put yourselves in more danger than you need to. We put ourselves in danger all the time. I mean, I throw myself into things without a care in the world. I've died for people in this party before, but I'd do it all again. But I don't want me finding out the truth being the reason you get hurt.
Of course. Well, if you'd like, I'm heading to the temple now. I could escort you all there.
Yeah, can I I'm trying to help myself face some things and move on from them. Can I go down in the cellar?
Are you sure that's wise?
I feel like it's something I need to do instead of letting the fear of a place control me.
They look at each other. If that is something that you need to do to heal, then we, of course, will not step in your way.
Is it unlocked?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna turn back to the party. Before you go to the temple, you probably should get some more information about the dreams. While I do this, do y'all want to ask them about that?
I'll keep your dad. Great company.
Please do not flirt with my father. We see what happens when he strays. We're not doing that again.
That's okay. I can't have kids. Sammy's like, loophole.
Oh, loophole.
You thought.
You thought.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, just try and get some more information about what happened with the dreams, whatever you can. We'll be back in a
How
bit.
long are you planning on being down there?
I don't know. This isn't something that I can really tell you how long it's going to take.
I'll time you. 5 minutes.
You
I
take
swear to
as
God.
long as you need, and I'll ring in Adagio.
Yeah.
No one can write all this in.
I'm gonna go to leave. Look back at Adagio. Walk back towards him, flip him off, and then flick him on the forehead before I walk out.
Rude as F. I'm gonna be sending you like messages in the middle of the night. You're sending.
You sleep yet? You sleep yet?
What's up, you say? Huh? Eh?
We
You don't
have
get that many
horns of
messages
silent
before it
alarm.
happens, so-
Exactly.
Anura,
I'm gonna do it mid-flight.
you open the door to the cellar, and you see the descending staircase before you. And whatever confidence you had almost leaves you in that moment. You know before stepping on that first stair that the second stair is going to creak. Because that's always how you knew that someone was coming. So you skip over the second stair. From the first to the third. And you keep stepping. Operating more on inertia than anything else. And then your feet touch the stone of the floor. And you don't know what you expected. It almost seems odd how ordinary this space looks now. There are wines, barrels, some old boxes. If anyone else were down here, they would just see a cellar. But it's not that to you. It somehow feels even smaller now than it did when you were a child. And you immediately push a box aside and see the tick marks that you made in the walls. And you see the crack in the corner where the bugs used to come. The only food that you were able to have. And this place, it's an odd sort of sacred. A temple of the damned, but a temple nonetheless. A place of such horror for you. But also a place you know extremely well. This was where you trained your eyes to see in the dark. This is where you first got an appreciation for insects and little things. This is where you first had the time to conceptualize the idea of being alive. And look who you are now. And that's the thought that sticks. Imagine what little Anora would say if they could see who just walked down these stairs. How strong you became. How sure. And how your parents treat you now. You'll never be grateful for the time you spent down here. Of course not. But you know that all of the awful led you to that field, led you to those stars. led you to that temple. You can stay down here as long as you'd like.
I want to walk over to the crack in the wall where the insects came through. And can I take, like, I don't know, a random seed or something if I still have one from when I got the stuff for Delphi? And because I don't think I ever gave them all of it.
Yeah.
Just make the flower from it sprout and lay it in front of the crack.
Absolutely. And with the help of your magic, you see the roots begin to grow, not just down, but into the crack itself, cementing itself, securing itself.
And then while I'm sitting there, because I'm also right next to the tick marks, I want to lift the. I have the ring equipped too. Give me a second. I don't know if I just realized I don't know if it's. One of the things attuned. Yeah. Okay. With the ring of shooting stars, I'm going to cast dancing lights and have them where they form into the constellation with the mark on my arm and Phaeton star. And while those are still up, I'm going to cast stone shape and pull from the wall where part of the tick marks are to take part of it with me.
Okay. And it's an odd sensation seeing how easily you can now manipulate the power around you to rip this stone when it used to be your cage. And it just reiterates again how far you've come since here. And you now have a section of this wall with little Anura tally marks on it.
Hey, can I look through the boxes and see if there's anything in them?
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, give me a second. I was adding this to the inventory. You said investigation?
Yeah.
Where's it at? What's for? 30-20.
30-20? Yeah, I mean, it's sort of nothing super exciting. You do see, in the boxes are some more different types of alcohols. You guess either they were gifts or they're being saved for special occasions. They seem a bit fancy. And also there are boxes with old clothing, beautiful dresses and gowns and suits and that sort of thing. Things that your parents have either grown out of or have fallen out of style and are just now sitting here.
But besides, like, the tally marks and stuff like that, there's nothing down there that points to Nora ever having sent.
There is no evidence that you were ever here besides the wall.
Okay. All right. I want to go back to the middle of the room then. And I mean, like, I know I can see in the dark, but still I want to take out underbrush and just kind of scan the light of it around the room.
And
So
this
I'm kind of seeing it like
small, damp room gets blasted with this moonlight, this pure white light, so that no shadows exist in the entire room. It is just bright.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to keep underbrush out and kind of hold it up a little bit and just stand up straight and make sure I'm not covering the mark anymore, since I had started doing that subconsciously the day before. And look through everything and look at the piece of stone from the wall that I have and look around, look back to like underbrush again. And as I'm doing that, just out loud keep repeating, this doesn't control me anymore. This doesn't confine me. I'm stronger than this.
upstairs, the rest of you are sitting in the room with Anora's parents. Would you guys like to have any sort of particular conversation?
Yes, I want to ask. Well, mine is not to the dreams. I just want to ask Nora's father that I forgot his name something.
Therai.
Okay. Therai, question for you. Could I have one of those chains that you attach to your horns?
For what purpose?
Because I want to make something for Anora.
I have some extras in my room if you would like.
Yeah, can I have one?
Of course. He goes upstairs and a few moments later comes back with a delicate silver chain.
Okay, I want to take it in plain sight for him to see. Pull out the little moon thing that I took from him.
He looks a bit confused and subconsciously reaches up and feels that it's not there. Ah.
And I want to attach it, and when Anora comes back, I want to give it to them.
Okay. Any other conversation?
Yes, let's talk about those dreams. I know we said the wife was having nightmares, right?
Yes, the wife was having nightmares, the husband was having dreams.
Like, what were his dreams like?
You want to ask him?
Yes.
Well, this was years ago, so part of them have faded, but they were not unpleasant to begin with. Unlike my wife's here, they were seductive. I revisited that night with the muse several times, and then very often we would be joined by another. There was this beautiful woman with fiery red hair and electric eyes. And then eventually, the muse wasn't there at all. It was just the two of us. And we would be together, as people can be. And she would talk to me, and I would talk to her, and she had this way about her. She made me want to impress her. Make her laugh. Make her look at me the way she does. And I searched far and wide, and this woman did not exist in Syllovyn as far as I was aware, but every night in my dreams, I would get a visit. And at first, in the dreams, I could impress her by stealing something valuable, or jumping from something very high. There's always an element of danger. And then she started asking me about Anora. About that thing on their arm. She started telling me that we could be together for real, not in a dream. But not with that child. And that train of thought grew. And it was bizarre. In my waking life, I knew this woman was not real. But yet my feelings were. It was the oddest sensation. In the dream, I would be fully committed to getting rid of the child so that we could be together. And in my waking life, the thought stayed, even if the reasoning faded. It was troubling, to say the least.
Wait. Okay, guys. So it's like two dudes who are basically being told to stray from their wives.
Is there a
Dude,
Titan that's
one
the
in a hot
opposite of
tub.
Hera?
But all the Titans
Hera's
have been
like-
locked up,
Hera's like
essentially.
what?
Like family and
Yeah.
wives and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
Like, is there a
Titan that
Titan
kind
or
of
a
does
god
like
about like infertility, infidelity?
yeah.
Not really. I mean, Aphrodite's sort of the closest because it's all about like love
Sure.
and passion, but that's not like she would not claim that that's like part of her thing.
Hmm. No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that other guy. What his thing is where. Okay, wait. Now I want to ask the mom, what kind of monsters would Honora turn into?
It's not that they would turn into monsters, it's that they were monstrous. There would be nightmares where I would finish getting ready for bed and go into my room and see Anura there covered in Therai's blood, and there he would be laying, chest cavity open, dead. And there would be other nights where I could feel Anura's claws ripping the hair out of my head and ripping the horns out of my head and gouging my eyes out. It was horrific.
Okay, separate question then. When you talked to this head priestess, like what specifically made her think that these were visions from Aphrodite, if she ever mentioned?
Well, besides the fact that both of us already have formed somewhat connections with the goddess, I believe it was mostly about Therai's, the sort of sexual nature of them, the seductive atmosphere led to that conclusion, and the fact that all of my nightmares started with something beautiful, and then seeing Anura's mark, and then the monstrous things began to happen. It all felt like something clear from the goddess that my beautiful life that she approved of was getting soiled by something ugly and monstrous. That was what Miata said, at least.
Were there, like, I don't know, around that time or maybe afterwards, other people you knew who were affected by dreams, or did she like let it slip that she knew of other people in town who had visions of gods?
I don't recall. I mean, this is a large city. People die or have odd occurrences all the time, but I don't remember anything in particular.
Say that one more time.
It was a large
Odd
city.
occurrences?
Yes, odd
Odd
occurrences.
Like,
Oh, I don't know. People will work hard to run a business and make it successful, and then one day they decide that that's no longer the life they want, and they leave all their hard work and start a life anew somewhere else. Things like that. There is no shortage of that in other cities, I assume.
did you know that lady who died last night?
A lady died last night?
Oh. You know, that lady.
Are we there for the conversation?
Yes, you guys are sitting right next to me.
When you say people are like giving away their possessions, is there any particular benefactor for this, or like
No,
just
I mean,
random relatives?
This is an example. This is, I have lived here for decades, and that happens every once in a while. They don't seem related. It's not a wave of people giving up their belongings or anything.
Oh, okay. Just seemed like I've literally never heard of that happening.
Does that not happen elsewhere?
Not where I'm
Maybe
from.
not as commonly. Not in. not a usual thing to happen.
Well, regardless, I am but one citizen of this city. I don't know everything that happens. Surely there could be others who are plagued by dreams, or we could be the only ones.
And this head priestess, whose name I totally remember.
Miala is the head maiden of Aphrodite, and she runs the Aphrodite section of the temple with her husband.
But there are multiple. Like, there's not like one particular person in charge of the entire temple. That's not how that works, right?
Well, technically, Skyman Epirides is in charge of the entire temple, but that's mostly because he is the head priest for Zeus, and therefore sort of runs the entire thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. God, where was this line going? My brain was going. This was going somewhere. Oh, how long has this this priestess lady been in charge of Aphrodite's priestess? Blah blah blah.
She has been here since before we immigrated here.
Jin Elf? How old is this woman?
She is human, probably. I don't know. She's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. She doesn't seem to age, but that could be makeup and cosmetics and that sort of thing. She looks like she's probably in her 30s or 40s, but you couldn't tell by looking at her. Her husband is Elvin. He is also quite beautiful on the eyes. Yes, but they seem entirely happy. They've been two pillars of our society here.
Isn't that cute?
Yes.
Oh. So about that breakfast.
At this moment, Anura comes back up the stairs.
Damn it, Anora. Always ruining my
As
deals.
Nora's walking up, I want to meet them at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
And I have the chain with the little moon thing on there and be like, I feel like you need to have this. I might have stolen it from your dad, but I feel like it really suits you, and you can have it as a piece to remember your past by and know that you can always overcome this. And if you'll let me, I reach up to try and attach it to their horns.
You can certainly tie it around the tip of their horn, but their fathers are attached because he has piercings in his horns.
Yeah, well, I'll just kind of like wrap it up in there.
Sure.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Just pierce Sonora's horn on the spot.
Hey,
It's like flares.
real quick. Take it off of my horn real quick.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I'm gonna pull underbrush back out and get Illmaye to help me tie it to the hilt of underbrush.
Cool.
That
So I
works
can see
too.
it. And then before Illmaye can protest, I'm gonna give Illmaye a hug.
Aww.
I know you don't like hugs, but that's one of the most thoughtful things someone's gone out of their way to do for me for a long time.
Well, I felt like it would suit you.
Hey, while we're here, we can act as de facto child support collectors.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I really do need to be getting to the temple.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I think
we'll go
I
with
think we
you.
need some things to do there too. So we'll follow you.
You owe
We should also-
$275,000 in legal fees.
Did we ever get the name of that girl? The wizard? I don't even know what he was. The dead woman's
dead woman?
husband, believed to be a cheater's wife.
I believe you did. I believe the Skyman had recognized her. Her name is Aina.
No, not the dead one.
Oh, who?
The dead
Hus-
woman's
yeah.
husband's.
Oh, yes.
the-
Quomil.
I don't know.
Quomil.
I don't know.
Oh,
We're still
yeah.
going. We're still going. The person.
Who the fuck are you talking
Shut
about?
up. Shut
Oh,
up.
the one
person he believed was cheating on his wife with. Who was that?
Oh, the coworker's husband.
The answer to that
female
is-
coworker. The female
No,
coworker.
he did not give you a name to that.
You see, it kept
Yeah.
going. It kept going, you guys. Give me a line. Give me 5 seconds. Damn.
Your coworkers, cousins, husbands, little brothers.
I said it the
twice
first time.
removed.
I said it the first time. It
That
was
name
very
is
easy to
Adagio,
follow.
I think.
Yes, it was Adagio. You know.
I was sleeping with the husband.
Yeah.
Adagio just looking in the
Dun,
mirror,
dun,
pointing
dun.
at himself.
All right, so all of you with Anura's mother begin to make your way back to the temple now.
I want to talk about
before
fashion
we-
the whole way.
Leave the
Oh,
house before we
yeah.
leave, like my dad real quick, since we're going with my mom. I'm not gonna hug him, but I want to go to like shake his hand or something like that, I guess, or like grasp his forearm kind of thing.
He seems surprised, but takes it.
Forgiveness is a large part of what was taught to me, and while Artemis taught me that no bond is stronger than that of my sisters, even she herself knows that the bond between a child and a parent can rival even that. And even though things didn't go how anybody was expecting them to go when I was a kid, at the end of the day, your blood still runs through me. And that's a bond I can't break no matter what. I know you did things that now it seems like you're not proud of them and you regret them. And we're learning more about why the things happened. And this is really hard to say considering everything, but I guess I forgive you.
Man, true forgiveness. Kick his ass.
Anura, I do not pretend to be worthy of that forgiveness. All I will say is, perhaps the fates did not let you die when you were a child because they knew that we could end up here. And I'm glad that they could see this, even when I could not.
You haven't got to be worthy of forgiveness for it to be extended. So take the damn olive branch, old man. We'll figure it out.
I'm off to bed. You
Yeah, go
have
get some
work to
sleep.
do.
You look rough. You look rough.
Obvious, I'm watching him as he walks away.
I need my beauty sleep.
As soon as I see Adagio just like
But not
watching him,
approvingly.
I'm
Nods
110%.
approvingly. 10 points for Aphrodite.
I'm just gonna walk up behind Adagio and like gib slap him as hard as I can.
That's a strength.
Please stop checking out my parents. I already had to learn that my dad slept with someone else when I was born, before I was born, and a whole bunch of other shit happened. Please stop checking out my dad.
To do. Sammy,
Yeah.
out of character, I have a question.
Okay.
So, let's say I was to cast Destroy Water.
What's happening?
Okay.
Does it have to be pure water?
What?
What are you trying to do here?
Say there's like water with a bunch of dye in it and like, I don't know, something else that like is mixed into it. Could I destroy just the water from that and leave the excess stuff? Is that possible?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Or like, if it was just mud, right? Could I just go destroy water and then it's just dry dirt?
What the fuck is
Probably. I mean, it seems to make sense.
Okay.
Side note real quick. I'm going to send this to Adagio because I'm never going to wear this because they sent me the wrong shirt, but this conversation made me think about it. The shirt says, do DILF, not drugs.
Oh, Jesus.
I'll wear it on stream.
There we go.
Why is that like the most accurate shirt for what's happened in the last 20 minutes? Oh, okay. You know what?
They
All right,
sent me the wrong
so-
shirt.
You guys make your way back from Anura's house and make your way back to the temple. You guys are really just like treading back and forth on
Yeah.
the same route.
I want
And I think that's a great place to take our break.
Oh, yes, bet.
So we will be back super soon with the second half of tonight's episode. and we'll see what happens next in this weird mystery of what the hell is going on here in Syllovyn. We'll be back soon. Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back. Let's hop right back into the story. So, the Hands of Fate are walking through the streets on this chilly day in Syllovyn, accompanied by Maiden Anakis, the beautiful lavender tiefling, sort of mother to Anora. And you notice as you guys are walking through the city and people are now far more out and about than they were last night, there are plenty of people staring at Anakis. And for several reasons. One, she is the only tiefling, besides Anora here, that is walking around these streets. So she draws the eye. But also, she draws the eye because she's fucking hot. And she knows it. She walks with that sort of presence that her beauty is a gift that she is gifting to all these people as she walks past. It's a confidence thing, you know? You once again follow these curved streets and down the stairs to the temple. As you walk into the actual arena space where you had your speak with dead moment last night, you see that there isn't an active ceremony happening right now. There's no active prayer, but there is a crowd sort of huddled up by the front, like near the altar, away from you. You guys enter through the back. And it looks like it's a sort of a group of children mostly, and there's a couple adults that are like talking to them. But you see one of the children look around, and his eyes grow wide, and he stands up, and he just points and goes, Adagio! And all the other kids look around, and they go, oh my god, it's all of them! It's all of them! And you recognize these kids. These are the Apollo players.
Oh my god! Yay, children! I'm gonna be like, it's me.
People like begin rushing towards you, and you see there's like two adults that they're talking to who seem like completely overwhelmed by all of these kids beginning to like rush towards you guys. But one of the adults does come up. It looks like a female gnome wearing clerical clothing, and she goes, "Hi, sorry, we haven't officially met. I'm Vineman Waywalket. I run the Dionysus Temple in Delphi. We never actually met face to face before, but hi, I didn't expect to see you all here."
Oh my god, it's so lovely to finally meet you.
What
who
are
are
you
these
doing here?
adorable children?
Oh,
you know.
You know the Apollo players. They performed at your amazing parade and party in Delphi,
And they were
which, by the way,
so
was
good.
amazing. Oh, thank you. Are you here for the party?
Yeah, the party. We, you know, us, Hands of Fate. We go where the party goes. Are you guys performing? Is that what I heard?
Yes, we are performing tomorrow night for the king. They're all very excited. And, of course, it'll be even more exciting that the actual Hands of Fate are here. Are
you performing that? Is that what you're performing? Oh
yes.
My god. I'm so honored.
Yeah, we would be the honored ones. To perform it for you the first time was amazing, but to perform it for you twice, in the presence of a king, no less, it'll just be truly an amazing experience for these kids. At this point, you see the other adult has come forward, and she's a female elf wearing clerical robes, much more familiar clerical robes to you, Adagio, the familiar sort of gold and white that marks her as a priestess of Apollo. She goes, I am so sorry. I don't believe we've met. My name is Sunman Sariel. I am the head priestess to Apollo here in Syllovyn.
God, it is a pleasure. I am Adagio, obviously, demigod child of Apollo.
Oh, it is truly an honor. You must come and sit and chat. I have just finished watching a performance of your amazing deeds in Delphi. It is an honor.
They're exaggerated, but of course the children are adorable, so we let it happen.
Of course. Well, surely you will be at the birthday ball tomorrow night.
How can I not be at the birthday ball?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Anakis has told us all about it. Anakis, thank you so much for the
Just-
heads up and
Yes.
the invite.
Yes, well, of course, the king's birthday is being celebrated tomorrow with a ball, and only the absolute cream of the crop here in Syllovyn will be attending. I myself did not even make the list, but of course, as the proxy guests of honor, you would be welcomed with open arms at the ceremony.
I feel bad now that I know she wasn't invited. Okay, well, Sunmin, you know, we actually came here to ask some questions, and perhaps we can ask you some questions first.
Well, of course, it would be my pleasure.
Okay, great. I really want to see this altar to my dad. Is it up to standards? Does it look cool?
We all share an altar here. We merely replace the bust in front of it depending on which god is currently in service.
Which god is currently in service?
When there is no active service, we have Zeus up there.
Ah,
But if you would like to pray, I would be more than happy to bring the Apollo bust out.
that's just how that works. You just whip out the bus, and I mean, I don't have to pray, but sure, why not? Yep, I love having my father's presence around.
Of course, I'll go fetch it. And she walks off. The kids are all like chattering with you guys, and it's fun until Waywalk is like, all right, we do have to go. I know that we need to get our clothing picked up, right, for tomorrow night. So we have lots to do, but Hands of Fate, it is just such a pleasure to see you here. What an amazing surprise, and we will see you tomorrow night, yeah?
Yeah, I think. I don't fucking know. Sure.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful. And so all these kids
Get in somehow,
begin
I
to move
guess.
out of the temple.
Actually, what if we met you guys at the entrance and we just went in with you, as a group, obviously.
Oh, of course. It would be absolutely... the Delphi delegation.
Oh, yes, exactly. And I would
Wonderful.
love to see your kids again, obviously. They are doing so great.
Then we
Amazing,
will
honestly.
meet you at the door to Oscaron at sunset tomorrow.
Okay, sunset it is.
Wonderful.
Y'all, we're going to need outfits. We're meeting a king. Anora, you missed it. We're meeting the king for his birthday.
Now Anora has headphones in. Anora, you did miss it.
We're celebrating the king. Ah, damn it.
What did I miss?
The king's birthday is tomorrow.
A quick little recap of the scene you just missed, Anna.
Sorry.
You guys got to the temple, and surprise, the Apollo players are in town. And they are in town because the king's birthday is tomorrow, and they have been invited to perform their Hands of Fate performance at the party tomorrow. And it was sort of assumed that you guys were invited if you were in town, and you guys are just sort of faked your way to a yes, and your plan is to meet the Apollo players at the door tomorrow night to hopefully get in with them, because you are, as of now, not on the list.
My brain already hurts. I just came back.
So,
Okay.
Adagio, Sunman Sariel does come back, and you see all the busts are on like wheels so that they're easily removable. So she wheels the Zeus bust out and wheels the Apollo bust in.
Are you a cleric?
Yes, I am.
Oh my god. Like on a scale from 1 to 20, how strong of your connection? What is the strongest spell you can cast?
I am fairly strong. I would say about halfway to godhood.
Ah, that's a lot stronger than me. So I mean, you go.
Oh,
This was
no,
a female, right?
Yes, she's a female elf.
I was gonna say you go, girl, and then I was like, I don't remember if you're. So you talk to my dad? Visions, dreams, etc., or?
Yes, he is the source of my power, but I would not claim to have a connection nearly as close as yours surely is.
Oh, so close. I know his birthday.
Of course.
Okay.
Well, is there a specific reason you are here? Anything I can help you with?
Oh, is this place like? Are there other people around now? Like, is it just basically us?
I mean, it's essentially you guys. This is a large chamber. It is made for large groups of people, so there are like a few people in various areas, but it is essentially as there's no current service happening, there's not many people here.
Weird. Okay, well then I guess I'm gonna sit down on the bench with her and be like, so we came to town for our own personal reasons, and of course, I mean the king is turning, the age that he will be turning
Right.
tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.
She doesn't seem to catch that you're fishing.
But we were in town last night when that poor woman was attacked and.
Yes, I did hear that there was some sort of commotion last night here.
Yeah. I don't even know how to describe it, so I won't, but it happened.
Do you wish to see her? I know her husband is still here, I believe. He slept here.
I mean, I don't need to see her. And I'll give him my condolences when we see him. I think we just more had questions about the strangeness and randomness of her sudden death.
I can try to give you any answers I know, but I was not here, so I have not treated her.
You haven't I don't know, give like status updates when you walk into the temple?
I mean, she was dead upon arrival.
Did they find out what killed her?
It seems like she had lots of puncture wounds around her body.
Anything like Ferryman? The Ferryman was with her. Maybe Ferryman could tell us more later. Okay. Okay. Well, we spoke to her husband about these. I suppose you would call them dreams, visions, aftershocks of life. I don't know. Have you spoken to any Apollo followers over the years who you believe to have had visions from our father? But I said our.
I can't say I have. I mean, people have come to me with bad dreams before, but no one claiming to have had visions of Apollo.
What kind of dreams would you say these were like?
Well, people often come to us for sleeping drafts, for if they are anxious in their life, or they have stress and they find it hard to sleep, or when they do sleep they have anxiety-ridden dreams, things like that. Nothing entirely out of the ordinary. Everyone has bad dreams now and then.
I mean, yeah, but nothing stands out. Nothing vicious or malicious or harming in some way.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, woman. That's a +0. I love it when they do that. That's a 9.
Nothing comes to mind, unfortunately.
Oh. Insight check.
Insight check.
That's a +7. So, 21.
21. She is certainly not telling you the whole truth, but she's not. It seems like she's not quite sure if you're trustworthy.
Okay, what was that one tenet of my father? The one about truth always seeming to find its way.
Look, I don't know what it is you're fishing for, and I don't know if this will help at all. But there was a woman, maybe 4 or 5 years ago. I only remember her because she was not a local. She was a traveler. and she'd come to town and with her husband and a child. And she came to the temple asking for guidance because she was having these very odd dreams. They were dreams that made her not content with her life, not content with her husband, or not content with her child. And I merely thought that she was experiencing some sort of regret for her current state of things, so I didn't think much of it. And I was wrong. But within a few weeks, her husband and her child were both dead. And they found her with a knife in her hand covered in their blood. And then, the strangest thing, the next morning, she was just dead. She died in her sleep.
Okay, now I really want to watch this guy, the husband. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna lean into this woman. Ma'am, please. I need you to keep this between us. The things we're looking into and the things we're trying to figure out, they can attract a lot of bad attention. But I do need your help, obviously. Connection to Apollo means that I will sometimes trust you more than I trust most people, but I trust most people a lot. So, I mean, that's a lot of trust you're getting right there. That's like, here, have my firstborn child trust. So I need you to know.
She seems very overwhelmed.
We really need to take your vocal cords from you before you get in any trouble. Holy shit.
I am here to support in any way that I can. It would be an honor to help a son of Apollo.
Oh, no. I need to ask you a question about a priestess here.
All right.
The head priestess to the Aphrodite temple.
Miala.
Sure. Yep, that's her. Yeah, I know that name. How long have you known her?
Well, I've been here longer than she has. She's been here maybe 30 years.
Jesus Christ. And you guys get along well?
Yes, she's, she's a bit vain, but she's kind enough. She's nice enough.
I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. We've experienced these, I don't know, dreams, I suppose, and I guess it'd be 3 now. 3 different occasions, and now we're trying to figure out what the pattern is and what's behind them to, obviously keep people safe and protect the future of humanity and blah, 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 blah. But one of them has led us here to the temple, which is why my questionings has led me to you, has led me to her. But I just want to know what kind of woman she is before, I sit down and I talk to her.
To be honest, I haven't spent much time with her, but I see her as she leads her ceremonies and that sort of thing. She's always with her husband. He is not the head maiden, as that is really her position, but he is essentially her co-head priest. They are both extremely high in Aphrodite's service, and they work together as a pair quite well. He is much more understanding, and she is much more broad and inspiring with her sermons.
So if someone had like an Aphrodite problem, they'd go to the both of them together?
Or whichever is not currently busy, but sometimes, yes, together.
Are either of them here today? Or will be here?
They should both be here, yes.
Coolio.
Would you like me to fetch them?
Were you also invited to the party tomorrow?
Yes, all the head priests were invited.
So, where are you getting your outfit from? Because...
Oh, I have a standard version of this that is a bit more extravagant for such occasions.
Must be nice.
Yes.
Um,
If
yes,
if there's
you
anything
can.
else.
If you can send her our way, that'd be great. I will. Oh, actually, can you also lead us to that husband dude and ferryman, whatever his name was?
A Deathwalker?
Is that his actual name?
Her
We
name
met
is
this-
Ferryman
Oh,
Deathwalker.
We met the Skyman. I
we
hope
met,
you know.
but we met the Skyman, but the ferryman is one who prepared her, the wife or death, like for the ritual or whatever.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
the Skyman said that he was going to be taking her to the ferryman because you know a ferryman is a priest of Hades.
Yes, I don't really care about Zeus's lapdogs.
Would you like me to get Miala or would you like me to get Deathwalker?
I'm gonna look to everyone else. Who do y'all bitches want to talk to first? Deaf dude or lovey girl?
Let's talk to Miala.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Adagio, you're gonna get struck down by a god one day, and I'm gonna laugh my ass off when you do.
I
Did
said
you
that
really
out of
just call her
character. Oh,
love
this
girl?
dude. She's a priestess.
At this point, Anakis goes, I will also be taking my leave now.
I forgot
Miala
about-
will be wondering why I am a bit late, but if she's going to be out here talking to you, then I should really get to her quarters. But let me know if you need anything else from me, okay?
I mean, if she asks why you're late, don't feel like you need to hide that it's because I'm here. If you need to tell
Well,
her that, it's
She's
fine.
about to walk out and see another purple tiefling. So,
Oh, that's true. That's true. I didn't think about that.
so she leaves, as does Sariel. And a few moments pass, and you see, again, this structure itself is triangular, but the ceremony quarters are rectangular. And so on 3 points, there are little like office areas, and you see them go into the same door. And a few moments later, out comes 2 figures. And first and foremost, these 2 people look more like the movie version of priests than actual priests. Like, they are gorgeous. 2 of the most beautiful people you've ever seen in your life. The woman who you take to be Maiden Miala is human with this long blonde hair, high cheekbones, and these like sparkling hazel eyes, long intricate braid, and possibly long eyelashes. Like, I don't know if mascara is a thing, but it looks like she's wearing mascara. She has lots of earrings and bracelets, as well as a necklace with a large black gemstone in it. And her husband, who you assume to be your husband, next to her is Elvin with this beautiful tanned skin and sleek black hair, sharp features, pointed and elongated as an elf. And they both just have this glide about them, as if they're always sort of looking down, but in a graceful way that you don't feel like you're being talked down to, but just that they are, in a bit, superior. And they come towards you, and Maiden Miala extends her hand. Well, it's a pleasure. My name is Miala. This is my husband, Pelbenion. He just sort of nods.
Take her hand and kiss her knuckle, I guess. If I assume that's what she would do.
It seems like that's
okay.
warranted. And she puts her hand now in front of Ryujin.
I will do the same.
Alexios.
I'm gonna grimace and kiss it.
Just spits on the hand.
Illmaye.
Oh man, no. I look her up and down, and I'm like, really?
To everyone's comfort level. And then she stops in front of you and Nora. And her eyes just trace down to the mark on your arm. You must be a Nora.
Yeah, so, it's alright with you. I'm not gonna kiss your knuckles.
You see, like, as you're saying that, she's already withdrawing her hand.
Glad to see we're on the same page. You're the reason I got, locked in the basement because of how you interpreted some stuff. So glad to see we're on the same page.
We haven't conversed with them. We don't know what's their fault anymore.
Oh, well, this is unexpected, but I can't... Have I met you all before? You all look quite familiar.
Have you met the
Jazz
Apollo
hands.
players yet?
That must be it. Oh, so you're the Hands of Fate, is that right?
Yep.
I'm gonna flash the symbol. Yeah, we are.
Well, consider me honored.
As you
What
should
is it
be.
that I can do for you fine heroes?
I have some questions.
Well, ask away.
When my parents came to you when I was a kid about the dreams, what made you think that they were visions from Aphrodite that meant that I needed to be killed or gotten rid of?
Well, who else would they be from, darling?
What about them specifically made you think Aphrodite, though?
Well, your mother is a maiden in my service, and, well, all due respect, that mark is a bit unkind on the eyes. It's not unheard of for Aphrodite to like to rid the world of a little bit of imperfection.
Okay. Different question, same point of view. Was there anything in the dreams that led you to believe it wasn't? Like a glimmer of doubt that led you to think something else?
Is there something else you have in mind?
We're creating timelines.
No, but I confess my expertise is quite limited.
So your expertise is quite limited, but you decided to tell people who were having nightmares and scared of their child that they were dreams from Aphrodite and that they should kill me. That's what I'm hearing, right?
At this point, the husband goes, "Now, I want to be clear. We never told your parents to kill you. We merely interpreted their dreams as any good priest would."
I'm gonna real quick look back to the party and go, I'm gonna tell them because I think they deserve to know what they caused.
It's up to you.
Okay.
I don't even.
Those dreams weren't from Aphrodite.
I'm sorry.
Those dreams were not visions from Aphrodite.
Well, then who were they from?
We don't know that yet, but I know with certainty they weren't from Aphrodite.
Well, that is news to us.
Aphrodite didn't even know of my existence till my parents had dropped me off in a field.
Inside check.
Go ahead, make an insight check.
Did they know?
Make an insight check.
If someone's actively trying to deceive, would they have to be able to get past my passive insight?
Right?
Sorta.
My
Depending.
passive insight is high.
Yeah, mine's an 18, so that's what I was
19.
wondering.
Your passive insight's 19, Alexios?
Oh, no. I was saying I got a 19 on the roll.
Oh. It's hard to tell. It's hard because it seems like everything that this lady says is with some sort of gloss to it. Sort of like she's always being fake, so the truth coming out of her mouth and lies coming out of her mouth, because you haven't spent much time with her, it's unclear if you can really tell the difference, but you are certainly getting fakeness from her.
Okay, this conversation is probably confusing all around. We probably need 5 seconds to sit down and explain the situation so we can better understand each other. There are things happening that have come to our attention, and it would be most helpful if you can help us with the information we need so that we can, move along with the things that are happening.
Well, of course, we're here to help, but might I ask, it's not often that we get to talk to people who've slayed dragons. Perhaps we can question for a question?
Oh my God.
Can we reserve the right to not answer a question?
If we're allotted that same right, I guess.
Yeah, there just might be some stuff that we can't answer.
Sure. You guys can
Okay.
go first.
You know how it...
If we get to that point, then we get to that point and the game is over.
Yeah, we'll deal with that when we get to that point.
Wonderful.
Do you remember the dreams that Honora's parents were having?
Oh, yes, they were quite graphic.
Okay. On the father's side, he mentioned a second woman, and then later on the dreams, it mainly pertained to them, to that woman. Did you assume this woman to be Aphrodite then?
It was I who mostly spoke with Therai. No, I did not assume, per se, but Aphrodite does have ways of appearing in dreams that can change form, and they're always beautiful, and there are elements of the goddess that are not as inspiring. There is a darkness to her, a jealousness, a vanity. Sometimes, when the darkness takes over the goddess, she can appear and ask for things you would not expect of a goddess. So, while I made no assumptions, nothing of the dreams he told me of led me to believe anything else. My turn.
What do you know?
That would be their turn.
Sorry, that was more of like a follow-up question for that because it was just something I had an idea about. Sorry.
So tell me, you've all fought a dragon, but it's been a while since that. I heard you guys were traveling east. What other monsters have you fought?
We fought a chimera because I wanted to save the baby.
We had a brush with what is that monster's name? I don't even remember anymore.
What are you talking about?
There we go.
Apotrepo. Wow.
Still alive. We didn't feel like,
I wasn't saying that in character. I was just
killing
like
things.
answering.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna shut up.
Also, we met another. Well, I met another dragon at one point.
Wow. And Apotrepo, you traveled over the ocean? To the Blood Shore, right? That's where Apotrepo is, right?
That sounds like a second question.
Sometimes the second question.
You're right.
I don't trust this individual.
Apologies. It is your turn.
Anara, what were you gonna ask?
With respect to what you heard about like the dreams and stuff like that, how much did you know about the circumstances of my birth?
I knew only what your parents told us.
Which was like
That your father had strayed and had been left with a child that the mother didn't want.
Insight check.
yeah.
Insight
I want to
check.
insight check what the man had said though, because if that's true, then he didn't have something right in his head when he was talking about Aphrodite. So can I insight check what he had said?
It's a bit late, but I'll allow it.
Okay.
So
I
first
got
that one.
19.
Hold on.
Oh,
First
sorry.
the one against Pabenion.
All right. Let me do math. 23.
23. With him too, it's hard because he also talks with this sort of gloss, but you do definitely get an element of falsehood, but it's unclear the reasoning behind it. It almost felt like, you know, when you're talking to like a compulsive liar and lies flow as freely as truths. It sort of feels like that. Like, you're definitely feeling like something he's telling you is not true, but you're actually not quite sure what part is true and what part is not.
I'm gonna lean over to the rest of the party after that and be like, we're coming back to what he said, because something's not right.
And it was a 19 for you, Illmaye?
Yes.
Okay. Similarly, it's hard, but Illmaye, you're unsure. You're definitely getting the sense that this person is not being as forthright as possible, but you don't get the sense that she's actually lying to you.
While this conversation is going on, can I use my eyes on the prize on her?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you can. So, immediately you know there's lots of valuable shit on her. I mean, all of her jewelry is super fine. Her clothing is super fine. Like, the first thing you get is, like, she'd be a great mark, period. Like, you could grab anything from her and make a fortune. That being said, your eyes do focus on a couple different pieces. The necklace around her neck with that black gem certainly seems expensive and probably magical as well. There is a pouch on her side that, just from the stitching of it and the aura around it, you get the senses has some magic as well. And she has an enormous diamond ring as well, that just the diamond alone would be worth more than almost everything else that she is wearing.
All right, keep that in mind.
Is this their question now?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Well. What's the hardest battle you've had?
I think it's different for all of us.
I'll take individual
different,
answers.
Different connections, kind of things. I mean, I can go ahead and tell you what mine was. It's
Sure.
gonna be, soppy and sappy, but made some bad decisions and fought against one of my friends.
Juicy.
Didn't know if I could come back. So.
This dude is feeding off the drama.
What about the rest of
The
you?
drama vampire. I mean, I died while a ghost was in my body.
That sounds intense.
I like how I didn't say the one where I died.
I think fighting Uruxol.
Oh, that was the dragon, right?
Yes.
Understandable. Dragon fight,
Last-
after all.
Good people.
You two?
Probably when I tried to fight Paloma.
Who's that?
Didn't really end well. The former champion of
The race to Olympus?
yeah,
Voltora.
the Taurus. I totally blanked on the name.
Sounds exciting. What about you?
I mean, I haven't really had a hard battle yet. They've been,
You better knock on some wood when you say that.
yeah.
I have a 20, almost a 20 AC, can buff that. Shut off. Person's over here trying not to die because Stevie has to beef up the battles.
You wanted the truth, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's been pretty
That's
not life
just
threatening.
cruising
Yeah.
by.
Alright,
Not
well,
life sending it. When he says that I want to turn into a Daoji and go, fist bump, we died twice each.
I'm gonna fist him up that back. F yeah. I was your hardest battle. No.
I believe it's your question.
Wait.
Do y'all care if I go ahead and ask
What
the
question
thing
are
that
you gonna ask?
Go
remember
for
I
it.
said we needed to circle back?
Oh yeah. Well, you didn't say what question you were gonna ask. I just want to know why these people are so interested in our lives.
I mean, we are the hands of fate.
And ain't nobody be asking us intimate questions like this. Damn.
They're also very vain. If they know enough about us, they can be like, we met this heroing party, and they know all these things about us, so they can make it seem like they know us, you know?
Who knows? I guess.
We can ask them that as well at some point, but
We
I
can do
think
that
we
later.
can
Yeah, I
use-
guess.
Yeah.
Go.
When you said that you interpreted the dreams as like knowing they were from Aphrodite and that she was just appearing in a different form, that's what you felt they were. Don't think you were telling the whole truth, because if you knew the circumstances of my birth, you knew that that wasn't Aphrodite, because otherwise I'd be a demigod, and that was the woman that my father had slept with.
Oh, I'm
So what did you
sorry
really
for any
think?
sort of miscommunication. I believe, if I remember correctly, that your father had dreams of two women. One was the woman that he had slept with, and then eventually the dreams introduced another character that then became the focus. And I don't claim to know who that first woman was, but I believe the second
Insight
woman
check.
was Aphrodite. Go ahead.
Yeah, insight check that.
Go ahead.
Can we
Insight
both
check.
insight check it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Please.
Ooh, that's a 27, motherfucker.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
I have a +8 to insight. I'm proficient in insight.
Yeah. I want to +5 that and make it a 26.
Why would you? Jesus Christ.
Why would you
Listen,
+5 yours? When
I'm not-
gonna get
I'm
it
not gonna-
anyway?
Yeah, mark it
because
off.
I feel like I felt the last one. I didn't use one yet, so shit.
He's telling the truth. He genuinely doesn't know, nor does he seem to care who your father got pregnant.
Okay, cool.
But
Your question.
is he like lying about what he thought originally?
Our original question was about the second woman, though. That was the question I had asked.
Yeah.
So I thought it was more based on like what you think.
I wanted
yeah.
to see if they knew like who that other
Yeah,
woman.
his
in the
first
dream-
answer was
Oh.
about that second woman.
Yeah.
He believed that second woman is Aphrodite.
Oh,
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
That question did not click right.
That's totally fine. Totally fine. But it is now my question.
Is he the only one? Wait. Have you been hopping between the two of them, or is
Yeah.
he explicitly asking? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I was about to say.
Yeah. This is Miala, and this is Peloponion.
Ah,
His voice is
Obviously.
a little less
my
southern.
bad.
His voice
My
is a little less
bad.
southern.
And his
Jesus
voice is
Christ.
lower. He's like, dude.
Yeah.
Lightly.
Hers is like the southern grandma when you walk into a kitchen asks you
Yeah.
like, do you want rice and gravy? Do you want me to make you some biscuits? His is more of the
I did not grow up in the South. So I
southerner
wouldn't
who moves
differentiate.
north.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what it feels like to me. It's like the southerner who moves
Yeah.
north.
Alright. I will confess that I do have a specific question that I don't know if you have the answer to. But I have a sister who a long time ago went missing in the Blood Gulf, and if you were traveling that way, I suppose my question is, did you fight anything that could have been something that took her?
We need more information about who your sister was.
She was just a beautiful woman. I mean, I don't know much about Apotrepo, if maybe Apotrepo could have eaten her, or if there's other creatures in the Blood Gulf. I don't know.
In the Blood Gulf, I don't. We only really came across Aphrodite, and Aphrodite was being fed. He was being fed dead bodies, so he wasn't really a hunting, unless he was extra hungry kind of creature. I wouldn't. And we still have contacts over there if you needed. I can cast sending to random people over there. I met.
The one dude that actually kind of liked us, we got arrested.
That's We don't know if he's still in jail. I mean, we can search.
yeah.
I will also remind you, there was one other creature that you encountered in the Blood Gulf.
What other creature did we encounter?
Thalassia.
That was in the Blood Gulf.
Was
I
that?
mean, you guys only traveled from the Blood Gulf to Voltura. Like, the Blood
I
Gulf
assume that was
was
like-
that.
What is
True.
I assumed that was like open ocean, like
Hey, someone remind me what velocity is.
the
That was
sea hag.
the sea hag that took
Oh,
Triea.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, but they only took Triea because Triea was a
demigod.
So
Yeah. I
Triea
mean, you
was a
assume.
demigod.
You assume.
I mean, yeah,
What's her
actually.
So,
sister's
so
name?
who was your sister?
Yeah.
I mean, you just told us a person, like that
There are
does not
various
narrow it
reasons.
down.
Her name
I don't
was...
think she's really looking for her. She's more seeing like what happened.
Yeah, but how could
it's been
we know?
years,
Okay.
but her name was Mariana. I don't know
There
what else.
were-
What other information you need?
There are a lot of creatures in the Blood Gulf, and I mean, we ran across two potentially dangerous ones, but I wouldn't claim to know their motives and who and what they would come after. But I'm sorry about your sister, but
Yeah,
unfortunately,
there's not much we could give you on that. Of the two creatures we came across, I couldn't see them just taking someone like that.
I thought you encountered one. I'm sorry, I'm not following.
Well, we encountered Aphrodite, and I mean, like, I think we encountered something else. But like, of the two that we encountered, I wouldn't see either of them doing anything like that. That's just not their style. You know what I mean?
I'll take your word for it.
and I mean, if it brings you any rest, the second creature doesn't exist currently.
What do you mean?
Actually, wait, did we? Yeah, we did kill them, right?
Yeah.
Cassandra
Yeah.
killed
Yeah.
her.
I think you
Yeah.
should shut up, Adagio.
Yes, you know what it is.
I think you should shut up, Adagio.
That's the second question.
Do we know Mariana? Or Mariana?
You
No.
haven't met one.
Okay.
I'm good
Seemed
enough with names to
familiar.
tell you after that. We did.
I'd
Yeah,
like
no,
to
we haven't
whisper
met
to
one.
the falls of the universe. Mariana, are you there?
Well, sorry, that was a bit of a long one, but it is your question.
It's okay. I
Where-
understand.
We want to know if other people came to you with visions or dreams and nightmares of the sorts, similar to Honora's parents.
I can't think of any.
Insight check.
Inside
Oh,
check.
I want to inside check that for real.
That's a fucking lie, and I know it.
Okay, well, mine's is a
25.
24. Fucking A. Use a piece of ham.
You're not sure. You're not sure. Neither
I'm
of
sorry,
you.
you say I'm not sure.
Neither of you are sure.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm gonna.
We heard
I was talking to the
stories of-
Sunmin.
Yeah.
Whatever her name was. I talked to Sunmin. Insert
Sariel?
Sunmin's. Yeah, Sariel. She's quite a lovely lady. I like her connection to her goddess. God. Come
All right.
You never know. Apollo's
sun.
swing all the way.
Fucking laugh.
Yeah, she has the right connections over there. Moment of silence.
Wonderful.
You're insulting her without meaning something.
I have my favorite god. She has her favorite goddess. No, psh, take offense.
Somebody.
Is there a
because that's what they
question?
follow.
Oh, that was the question, I
Yeah.
suppose.
She
I guess
Yeah, I guess that was our question. Fuck you, whatever.
Like, going on that track because that doesn't seem right. Because he was just telling Adagio about.
But those people came to her, and your parents went to Aphrodite's because
Oh,
that's who they
yeah,
worship.
that's true. They could
So it's
be-
possible
yeah,
that
could be-
they were the
that's true.
only Aphrodite followers who.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. My bad. Brain no work.
All right, my turn. Okay. Who are some of the best people you've met along your journeys?
Oh my God, we've met so many cool people. Oh,
I would say Odella.
Oh, Odella!
I love Odella.
Odella's best.
I met.
Well, I can't say who I was gonna say.
Who were you gonna say?
I'm gonna name a god. I'm not saying that.
Yo, Artemis
Not
is
better
great.
Not
Artemis?
better than that.
Amazing. I don't know who was
I
cool.
would say Odella for sure. I liked Odella. I mean, besides, the Ashleys
one of
being
my
the
favorite.
Ashleys, they were pretty cool too.
I'm gonna say Captain Cassandra. She's amazing. 10 out of 10.
Great. Triea is great too.
Oh, try.
And Anemios.
Neneme. Oh,
Anemone.
Mimi.
I mean, yeah, we've met a lot of really cool people. It's hard to name them all. You know?
Oh, we met the Feywild before they broke up.
The Face Slumber?
The face
Oh,
slumber.
Jesus Christ.
Where,
Anura, you do catch at some point in those list of names that you're giving, her eye does seem to just sort of like focus in for a moment, and then she covers it well, and you're not quite sure which name it was, but it seemed like one of those names caught her attention.
Do I know like a general idea? Like, because there was a bunch of names. Like, can I narrow it down to like one or two names? Like two names kind of idea?
Yeah, I mean, it was around the time of like Cassandra, Triea, and Nemios.
Okay. One of those names caught your attention. What do you know about the Tremocrates? Oh.
Wink, wink.
Oh, I don't know much. I'm
Insight
landlocked.
check.
Go ahead.
Insight.
It's like everyone is
Party inside check. Let's go.
Hold on,
Can
hold
I
on.
side
My
check
insight
her?
is only +1, so that's 19.
I'm
and
going to
that's
inside
18.
check her as well.
Oh, nice.
Plus
that
5. It's a 24.
Mine's 26.
She doesn't know much about the Tremocrates. Doesn't seem to be telling them. She doesn't seem to be lying.
She
Whack.
knows about one particular person,
Cool.
not the Trump.
That wasn't a question you had to answer. That was just me thinking out loud. I apologize.
That's quite alright. It's your turn, I believe.
I want to ask her about
So we're all
which
just
one of
gonna
those
like.
names caught her attention? Because that feels like a thing we should know about.
Why? It's like a beeline from like what's happening to like like we're trying to solve these like murders, and you're like, let's see who on the Travocatis are best friends with.
They
I don't
had a
think it's that
romantic
they could be
relationship with the Nemeos,
friends.
and it
Oh my
ended
God.
very badly.
Clearly, they don't know Triea because Triea is like 16.
But the thing
And
is,
lived on a
they
ship
know
their whole life.
somebody.
It's
If
either
they know
Cassandra or
somebody from the
no.
Tremocrates, there's very good possibility that they could come in contact with Triea, and we kind of need to make sure Triea doesn't get killed again.
Triea is not on the Tremocrates anymore.
It's true.
The Tremocrates is still in the dock, and Triea also said whenever she's not doing
Okay, but how
anything
would they
for
know
us,
that?
she would be with the.
How would they know?
You don't know what anybody knows in this game, and you know that.
Okay, yeah, because they definitely know the Tremocrates is right now in Voltura because magical universe ties together. I know where the Tremocrates is all the time. It's a cursed ship.
Well, now
The
that
Tremocrates
Especially
so-
on the other side of the continent. I definitely know where SS Nautical 15 is right now.
The Tremocrates is also a very well-known ship.
Oh my god, that's a lot of like news to like fly. Oh, by the way, everyone, the Tremocrates is now in Voltura.
I mean, it's been in Voltura for a hot minute, though. That's the thing.
Everyone is
It's
in Voltura for this
not
new
there.
weapon.
You just kind of proved my point that everyone would know where it's at, but whatever.
What are you asking?
Stab. I'm gonna stab the woman. Let's see. What
I
else?
have a question for you.
Alright.
So, you've been here for 30 some years.
Oh, something like that. It's hard to keep track.
But you're a human. How have you not aged?
Well, I like to think it's because Aphrodite likes me.
Inside check.
Go ahead.
She's lying. She's using like baby fat or something.
I like you, just so you guys know, if you guys think that she's lying, you don't necessarily need to insight check to, you know.
No, we have to. I want to vibe check her constantly.
Yeah, she's full of shit.
Oh, bitch, she lying. You lying.
Are you saying that?
I'm gonna be like, what a weird thing to lie about.
Look, I am a priestess of Aphrodite, who is the goddess of beauty and femininity and youth. If I look my age, it's not exactly the right branding. So
Oh my god, she's
there's a lot of magic involved in this.
That's funny. There's nothing sexier than a couple gray streaks on. I know what I would say.
Well, maybe for you.
Oh, I think you look pretty either way. I can't see the real you, but I can't see the real you, but I'm sure you look great under there anyway.
Well, if y'all don't have any answers for my sister, then I'm not quite sure if I have any more questions for you.
Wait a minute.
I guess, yeah,
You said your sister, right?
that's right.
Mariana?
That's right.
Is this how, what's the age difference between the two of you?
Oh, she's my youngest sister.
By like
And not terribly off.
a few years? I don't
Yeah,
know.
a few years. Why?
So she would, I don't know. I mean, if we saw what your face looked like, maybe we can keep an eye out for her or news out for her. I don't know what an older version of current you sister version would look like, but
I think if you'd met her, you'd have known. It's quite all right. I guess my last question for you: will you be attending the birthday ball tomorrow?
it is something we are putting on our to-do list.
Wonderful.
If we were to, gain an invite from other people who were also going to said party.
Oh, we can arrange that. That's no problem at all. The kid has always been quite fond of me.
Oh, I like the
They're
way he
also
said
telling
that.
our story.
You
so-
definitely catch some subtext there.
Obviously.
Oh my god.
Is that how favors are tossed around here? Because you
Asexual of the group. I know it's very uncomfortable.
I'm so happy with this entire arc.
This is a very sex-driven arc, guys.
Yeah.
Very
As it should be.
uncomfortable.
This
As
is
the
the best.
asexual, like demisexual person in the group, fucking uncomfortable.
All right then. Oh, well then I have one last question for you.
All right.
Where can I get a halfway decent outfit to see the king in?
Oh, if you want something fancy, we got you covered. We got a wardrobe for days in our office.
Oh my god. You guys are getting a party makeover by the professionals.
And you see Pelbenion sort of like looks you up and down. He goes, "You could fit in some of my older things. Look quite nice."
God. Only I'll take you up on that offer if you help me in them. Or, out of them.
He looks to
I
his
have
wife.
to give you that was actually pretty smooth.
Yeah. he looks to his wife who just goes, "I like this one. There might be a little Aphrodite in you left."
I'm just gonna pull out a flask and take a shot. Actually, I still have the Goliath. I still have the Goliath jug. I'm just taking a shot from the bag.
Would you like to follow us if you'd like to?
Yes, it's
It's a makeover.
Is there there's a like a Poseidon?
I get
Is it an idol that they have to bring out for Poseidon, right?
Well,
Or
of
is it
course,
like-
it's an idol for all the major gods.
Wait, I didn't get to pray my dad and he's like right there. Let me pray to my dad and then you can switch
You
it
guys
over.
can take all the time you'd like. Just come knock on our door when you're ready, alright?
Okay, bet.
It's a
And you-
pleasure
wait.
to meet
Thank
you.
you.
And
Ooh,
now
like-
she comes and she gives you a kiss on each cheek, Adagio.
Bet.
And you too,
Mwah.
Ryujin. and Alexios.
Take another
Just
shot.
you, Illmaye.
No.
Kiss, kiss. Aw. The kiss, kiss of
And
love.
Anora, she just sort of nods in your direction.
Yeah, I knew you wouldn't do that anyway. Thank you for the offer of clothes. I think I'll find something. I don't want you to have to worry about, burning something I wore. Say that part under my breath.
All right, so the two
So
Is it
excited.
okay?
leave.
Before they leave,
Yeah.
can I, is it okay if I come ask you a few more questions about the dreams? I'm just trying to get a better understanding because, they influence a very big part of my life.
Of course, it's only natural that you'd have questions. Of course.
Okay, I'm gonna go pray real quick. I mean, I've been praying a lot lately, but, a lot of things happen. But I might come and ask a couple more questions just to get a better idea of some things in a bit.
You're more than welcome to. Enjoy your stay in Syllovyn. And they leave.
I love these people. They are amazing. 10 out of 10 would rewrite them as my parents.
I thought you were going to say something completely different. Also, please don't say you want to rewrite them as your parents when you were just trying to fuck one of them. No bueno. Big no bueno.
Look, it's daddy energy. I don't know what to tell you. All right, so I mean, Adagio, your bust is out.
Bet, let's go. Go pray to my dad.
I've got daddy issues by the neighborhood
Always
stuck in
so
my head now. Thank you.
Your tenants say that 3 things are never easily hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. I don't think you actually said that, and I might have heard it on Teen Wolf, but similar.
That's great. I love it.
Sorry, I might have heard it on funeral.
There are a lot of good-looking men, and I am being held by temptation. But honestly, I don't know what the F is happening in this damn town. Dreams, visions, nightmares, followers, God knows God level what's. I don't know. I need you. You, not like that, but I need your presence here, man.
Adagio's got some real daddy issues, and they're coming out in full this
Yeah.
session.
Y'all think him and Apollo are close? They can get closer.
Jesus Christ.
Stop right there.
Bruh.
We're
Oh,
not having
I
another
don't
thing
exist.
like we
This
found
is
out about
ancient Greece.
Aries' sister from another campaign. We ain't doing that again.
Yeah. All right, you rolling your D100?
I am. And what am I aiming for? God damn it.
Just at
God
the bottom
damn
of
it.
your skills.
What's
Wait,
up?
God damn it.
Bet.
God damn it. So which one?
Well, if I said God, I'd say Apollo. If I said goddess, it would have been Aphrodite. Artemis, Jesus.
Whoa, already converting.
It's a quick switch over. Sorry, you guys. I got a 28, so I made it just under my,
Oh, great.
I think. Right? I'm aiming lower than the number
Yeah,
I
you're
have here?
aiming lower than your target.
Okay, bet, because I had a 33.
All right, so
Just there.
you sit in prayer. And you close your eyes and you reach out to your father. It is good, even though it is chilly, it is the middle of the day and there is no ceiling. So you can feel the sun warming your back. And you just feel yourself getting drawn toward it. And when you open your eyes, you are in the very familiar, utopic neighborhood that you had built. And
I
the
wanna-
door to the temple is open.
Before I step into the temple, I want to see if I can, alter things around me.
Sure, what would you like to alter?
I want, purple little flowers to, sprout around me if I can. Attempt.
No problem. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh my god. Hyacinthines everywhere as I walk. Yeah! And whatever that second flower was that my mom grew, armorith or something.
Yeah, whatever that was.
Yeah, whatever the other one was.
Yeah.
Oh, this
You
is
walk
great.
into the temple, and you see, sitting there, Phaeton.
Ah! Not that I don't love him. Brother! And then I'm gonna hug him.
How are you?
Oh my god. I died. Twice. I died twice, man. Twice.
Don't feel bad, I died once. And
I
that
guess
one
I got-
stuck.
Oh, well. Phaeton. This world could have used you. There are a lot of things. I don't know what the F is happening on Olympus, and you know how the gods are with their words. But, I mean, here on Earth at least. Gaia? Here on Gaia, at least. Things are happening. Well, at least we got to Temiths, and she told us where the links mostly were, I guess, which is what we're attempting to do. But things are so complicated now, especially here. I just...
Adagio. However bad things are on Gaia, Olympus is even more so.
God damn it.
Even I am not privy to all that our father deals with. But I hear things, I hear enough. I know that they had some plan in place, or at least they thought they did, but then Poseidon vetoed it.
Oh.
I don't know much of what the gods discuss amongst themselves, but I know that they are watching you, as they are watching a few other groups that are all trying to solve this same problem.
What a world. Okay, I need you to do something for me, Phaeton.
Alright.
First of all, you were somehow magically gifted and able to unlock this damn sword, even though I can use it for nothing other than a hair tie. You got any advice for that?
Yes. Use it as more than a hair tie.
Damn it! Okay, you're right. I need you to ask our dad 2 specific things. One of them happens to be that first prophecy he heard. And if he could just visit me in a dream, just tell me how that went, that'd be great. Second of all, if you could just slide him this cute paper with a little picture rune on it and tell him to just stamp it on me, on the sword, that'd be great.
He looks at it and goes, "That's exquisite work."
I know.
And he pulls out his own redemption, and it lights up, and it's so much grander. It looks like he's bragging, but he holds it up, and he's just like, being champion does have its perks.
Could you do this for me?
And he almost knights you with it, and you can feel the radiant heat coming off of it. He goes, "Well, I hope that worked."
Phaeton, have I told you you're my favorite brother? And thirdly, would be, this is just, a thing I want to do in the future. But, you know how the Oracle died? If I could just, prove myself and take her place, that'd be cool. Infinite futures and possibilities. It's helping people to realize their potentials and send them off as heroes in the world to save the world. That'd be great for me. But if not, just kill me now. Not really, please.
Adagio, that is a large ask. Are you sure that's what you want?
I think so. Maybe.
Well, you have time. But understand that to become an oracle is to give eternity to Apollo in his service.
That's what we would do as champion anyway, right?
Even as champion, eventually someone else will come to take the crown, and you get to rest.
Not all oracles live forever, apparently.
Just don't make the decision lightly. But I will pass on your interest.
Okay, cool. Also, are we heading in the right direction? Because I feel like that's a yes, but I need a thumbs up.
There are lots of illusions and deceptions around you, Adagio. If you see true, you will make it through.
I don't know how to do that.
And you find yourself back at the altar.
Does redemption feel heavier in my hair?
A little bit.
Okay, fine. I'll use that thing more often, I guess. I'll use it to pop my sodas open.
Alright. Would anyone else like their bust shifted?
Yeah. But you could go first if you'd like to, Ryujin, if you decide to. You sound like a fucking car.
What?
You sounded like a fucking car because of the audio quality on my headset.
Oh, I have a question.
Okay.
You sound like a race speeding up.
Yeah. I'll have the bust switched.
Sure.
Push that bust.
So you ask one of the priests nearby, and eventually the Poseidon bust does get shifted your direction.
They're a Poseidon priest.
Yes. You can ask for the Poseidon priest, and you see a water genasi woman, Seaman Terrylin, who comes and greets you.
Describe what this priestess looks like.
So she has light blue skin, almost like the sea surf when it gets near the shore. She has this long, flowing, dark green, almost black hair that seems to flow in the air a bit more than is natural. She's pretty, but she seems very serious. She's wearing she has a trident on her back, and she's wearing this scale mail armor.
Hello. Going to shake her hand.
It's a little sweaty.
A little clammy.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Cool.
Shit, I actually don't know what to do. No wait, yeah I do. Okay, so I'll guide them to the statue, and then I'm not even gonna like pray. I'm just gonna, well, I guess I will. I'll pray, but all I'm gonna say is, listen, I know that like with what happened last, or with me dying and all, pretty upset, kind of lost faith in me. I get it. Still kind of a dick, but I understand. And I'm trying to do better. I read that book. That's a first. I mean, that's all I really got. It's the only update for now. Is I'm trying. I got this cool helm. I can teleport places, but I say that one quieter. I'm just like, I got this cool helm, it's pretty cool. Spent a lot of money on it, but that's all I got. And then I'm gonna flick the forehead of the statue, and I want to flick the priestess forehead, and yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
All right, who's next?
What I'm gonna, when Ryujin walks over to me, can I just be like, you have an interesting way of praying. And I can learn many things from you one day.
One day. Not today. Not tomorrow.
No one else?
One day.
By the way, Adagio, you can add Redemption Enlightened to your inventory.
How the heck do
You're
I do
fucking
that?
lucky. You
Just search for
so
Redemption.
bad.
Boog.
You're trying so fucking hard to figure out what to
Listen,
do
we
with
just gotta
Underbrush.
use this thing more, apparently. Hey, we can just spar every day until they open.
Underbrush. You didn't use it. You just got it given to you by your brother.
Maybe
Some
if you
perks
had a
of
really
being-
cool
being
sister.
close with the champion.
So fucking mad. I
Jesus,
still didn't even I am.
All right,
At
who else
least
would
you
like to
guys
pray?
got cool godly weapons from your parents.
You got a book that
Right?
said "Be smarter."
Yeah, I had a book that increased my intelligence 1, which effectively did nothing. I'm still stupid.
Hey, if
Said-
you're less
From your
negative,
parents.
it's all relative, my dude.
Enlightened?
Yes.
Can I just have both of them equipped?
In.
No. The other one now you should delete.
Disappears?
Yeah.
Oop.
All right. Who else would like to pray?
Illmaye or Alexios, are you going to?
I think it hasn't been long enough since I prayed.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so I guess it's just me then.
All right. They pull the Artemis one over.
Is there a priestess just for Artemis
Yes.
here or not?
Huntress Barian. It's actually a man. It's one of the first male priests of Artemis you've ever seen. He is a furbolg. He is wearing all this
Yes.
leather armor, and he has a bow on his back. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh.
Pleasure to meet you too. I always try and at least introduce myself to whoever's the priestess or huntress or hunter. In your case, I'm sorry.
No, it's Huntress. Don't you worry.
Huntress, wherever I go. Yeah, it's really nice. I think seeing a man as the huntress here.
Of course,
like, you know,
even men can appreciate the wild.
Yeah, I think it's really nice to see, like, you know, to have like a man as a huntress, because like it helps out people who are kind of confused about like you don't have to be a female to, you know, appreciate the wild in Artemis, which took me a long time to learn, but I finally learned it.
Well, I'm glad to hear
So,
it.
yeah, I just like to, you know, introduce myself to people when I go somewhere, because there's a good possibility I'll be back.
All right. Would you like to
you know.
say anything in particular?
Yeah, I want to sit down in front of the statue, just like cross-legged, like I would, like, you know, sitting on the floor, like next to a tree or something like that, lean against it. But I'm not going to lean against the statue, of course. And I want to take out the crossbow bolt that I shot into the rock last time and lay it across my lap. And I'm also going to take underbrush out, because I think I've just kind of gotten in the habit of praying with underbrush being held at this point. I'm going to start praying then. I know this is probably kind of stupid that I'm praying to you twice in one day, and I'm also probably about to, you know, pass the 5th level spell slot, and you're going to think it's stupid that I did it just to ask a couple of questions, but I got the answers I wanted. I have a lot of other questions I realized I never asked you, and some of them aren't like super important, but you know how sometimes, like, if there's a family of people you come across, how the kid always like clings to their mom for validation? I guess I'm trying to find a little bit of that, because I was too scared to ask for it last night. It was a lot to take in. I didn't even think to do it, because I was just trying to, you know, think about things and not absolutely lose it. So with that, I'm going to keep my hands on underbrush, and I'm going to cast Commune.
Okay. So, for the first time, you focus on this connection that you have with Artemis. And you begin to chant these words that come to you. It takes a minute to cast the spell. And the rest of you see, as Anura is chanting, there are little blades of grass that are poking through the stone around them. And Anura, even though you know you're in the middle of a city, you can smell forest air around you. And you know that there is some presence here of your goddess. You can ask 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or a no.
Okay. Yeah. Some of these are going to sound really silly to you, because, you know, I just cast a 5th level spell. But I need to ask them. My first question is, are you proud of what I'm doing? Like, am I using this holy weapon that is insane that I have in a way that is pleasing to you?
You feel the weapon in your hands, the light that comes off of it, and it almost warms you on this chilly day.
So that's a yes.
It feels affirmative.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna assume that that means yes. If you're still in contact with Urania on like a semi-regular basis or can talk to her, can you please ask her to at least come to me in like a dream or something, just so I can, at least meet the being that, gave birth to me? I wouldn't be here if she wasn't around, kind of thing.
The warmth that you feel from underbrush fades, and you just feel the chill of the air on your back.
Yeah, so I thought it was worth a shot. So I know she doesn't want motherhood. Okay, last question then. Is there any way that almost like I could get in contact with you and make sure that you hear my prayers, kind of thing? Or like a thing where like, if I go to a place that is important to you, can you come visit me like you have before? Just so I have that, affirmation that my mother's there and proud of me. Not visit me all the time, of course, but like just every now and then.
The chill remains on your back. And then you feel the presence fade.
As it's fading, can I just say, thank you, I love you?
Okay. Anything
Is
else?
the grass still there when I come back?
It does seem like it is slowly sort of wilting away.
Okay, I'm glad it's not just, I didn't destroy the temple. That's good. I'm going to get back up and put the crossbow bolt back in my bag, of course, but I'm going to keep underbrush out. And I am going to do something probably kind of stupid, but it's fine. Illmaye, do you have a shield?
No. I don't know if
I shield.
Can I use a shield?
It would be in your weapon proficiencies, like martial weapons and simple weapons. Shields would be up there.
Oh,
Would
no,
Illmaye-
I can't use this.
Mine's not in my proficiencies.
It's not? Are you sure?
No. I didn't think you had to have a proficiency with a shield.
Are you sure? I
could pick a shield.
It'll just be in the
Yeah, under
no,
our...
it should be in proficiencies. Mine
Yeah,
is there.
proficiency in languages,
I don't
just
have,
says shields.
I see it. It's under armor. I see it now. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Druids
no,
is
I
as long as it
can't
isn't
use
metal.
this.
Illmaye can't use
Can't use
it
it at all.
anyway, can they?
No,
Like,
I don't. No, my
crossbow bolt
weapon
on one hand, rapier
crossbow.
on the other.
My weapon's crossbow, hand, longsword, rapier, short sword, simple weapons.
Shield is under armor.
Armor? Light armor.
Yeah. That's all you got. Okay.
That's it.
I'm going to hand it to them anyway. Hand it to her
Pick up
anyway.
the moderately armored feet.
And be like, I know you can't use this now. Maybe you can in the future. But in order for me to still be effective to help this group and try and use underbrush more instead of using it as just this thing that I have every now and then, I can't have the shield and underbrush.
Okay. Well,
Like, even if you can't
I guess I'll hang on to it for you.
like, even if you can't constantly use it, maybe like something big happens and you can use it to like hide behind it or something. Like if there's a big blow coming. I don't know.
Okay, I'm small, but I'm not that small.
Yeah, but like if there's a big blow coming and you're like lying prone on the ground, if you can throw a shield up between you and like hold it with both hands, that could help.
That's
That's not how they work
Okay.
mechanically, but
No, it's not how they work mechanically, but it's cool. Rule of cool, Sammy. Let me have this. I can't use the shield and underbrush and still be able to cast. So.
for sure.
sacrifice your
But
shield.
neither can Illmaye.
Yeah.
Well, then give it to somebody else in the party. They could double shield.
Why?
Is that
Just
how
put it
that
in your
works?
bag.
Okay, well, I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna go get a makeover. That's for sure.
Are we going shopping now?
Is no one gonna join me? Makeover first.
I'm
Makeover.
going with
Makeover.
Adagio, even though I'm not getting a makeover because I had a couple more questions.
I want to turn invisible and sneak in there without them knowing.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think you want to be there for it. I'm just
Oh, Jesus Christ.
God, if you are going to fuck this man, give me fair warning so I can leave.
That's a you problem if you're there, man.
I
Okay.
don't think you understand how that works.
Sammy, I have a question actually, real quick.
Technically
Yeah.
assault, my dude.
So this isn't just
people
like
like an
this isn't
audience.
on what was just happening. It was just character sheet wise. It's something I've thought about for a while.
Mhm.
So with actions in combat, you can use 2-weapon fighting as a bonus action. You can make an attack with different light melee weapon.
Yeah.
So since I'm proficient with the trident and I can use it with one hand, would I be
Yeah.
able to use that and then like another light melee weapon?
No, because the
Two-weapon fighting?
trident is not itself light.
What counts as
Okay.
like weapons?
No.
It'll literally, like, light is one of the properties on it.
So like a,
Yeah.
a dagger.
A dagger is
dart.
Yeah.
light, a short sword is light, a scimitar is light.
Okay.
Oh, it's a long sword. Oh man, I was about to say. I was like, we're
Yeah, I'm
down.
just
think
trying to
the
like
sickle
find
is
ways
right,
that I can
like,
do more
right?
damage with the trident.
You guys, we still haven't fought with like our cool new thingies. And
Illmaye
we're
has.
freaking.
I haven't.
We have. Oh, what?
Yeah,
Oh,
Illmaye
we
killed all
haven't.
those bat things.
Yeah, Illmaye.
Well, I haven't at all.
Now Redemption can like f up freaking Alexios for no reason. Stab, 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 stab. You
Can
stupid. It's the added on, the Titan,
Titan
killer.
killer rune.
It gives you vulnerability if your armor class is over 18 and I hit you.
Wait,
I'm glad I
vulnerability?
got
What's
rid of
that?
So essentially, if he's able to hit a creature with an AC of 18 or higher, that creature takes double damage from the hit.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. That would hurt
I'm
me
real
too.
glad
I have over
I got rid of
18
I'm
armor.
glad I got rid of the shield. I think I'm the only one in the party
Wait,
that
say
I
that
felt
again?
vulnerable
yeah,
to.
you'd have to hit. me
So
first,
he still needs to hit, but if he hits a creature with a super high AC, that creature will then take double damage on the hit.
Step,
That's
step.
cool.
Wait, who has that?
It's on
Adagio.
redemption.
On Redemption.
Oh
And now
shit!
Phaeton has it too, right?
Phaeton didn't take it, no.
He didn't take it? I thought he added it to his sword too.
Nah.
You can't just do
His
that.
his
He gets
sword's
to do
already
that.
cool enough.
Okay. Jesus.
He doesn't need it. He's already
I'm
cool.
gonna fight
you
Phaeton
know?
the next time. Next time I see Phaeton, I'm gonna be like, sword, let's go.
Please?
Ching, 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 ching,
Don't.
and like die in the spirit world and my body just like wherever.
What if Phaeton just like turns you into Anakin Skywalker? You know,
Truly.
like
Truly.
no legs, one arm.
Would that be like a spiritual, like I wouldn't have a low legs or arm, or like would I come back to the temple and like all of a sudden
If
I don't have a
you
leg?
if you die in the spirit world, you die in real life.
How did
Oh, man.
we end up with so many references tonight? Holy shit.
So
Wait.
Yeah.
I know all these references, but I don't know any of these references. What?
God.
Like, I know that I've heard what you just said a bunch of times.
We
And I
can
know-
deal with this
I-
after the stream.
Gavin, are you
So-
okay?
I'm having
So
a midlife
who-
crisis. I should know what that's from. This has happened like 3 times.
Who is going to the Aphrodite office? I know Adagio's going, I know Anura's going. Who else is going?
Ilmay's going
Me,
invisible.
invisible.
Ilmay's going invisible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And then
flirt with
I'm-
the
I'm not-
priestess.
I'm
Okay,
not
so
staying
Ryujin's
long.
going.
No. Wait, shit. I guess. No. The priestess of Poseidon. Yeah.
Oh,
This-
Oh my
this one?
gosh.
okay.
Are we all just in the Aphrodite mood today?
Apparently.
No.
I just want to go shopping. Shit.
Me and Alexios
All right,
are
I'll
not.
go with Alexios after I.
If you
I'm just
wait. I want to pull Regents aside. If you see a viol, get me a viol because I really want to play the viol.
Can I? Did I ever hear this? Like, was it close enough for me to hear it?
Yeah.
You can just go shopping with me whenever we get done with this. I want to go grab some stuff. So
Shopping with Honora.
So none of the rest of you guys want fancy outfits if you guys are gonna go to the ball tomorrow.
ow.
I'm showing up in my shitty fisherman sweater that I love with
It has
Kai's
bird poop or
bird shit on it.
Great.
Sorry, I didn't even think about that.
I'm so excited. These better be like the coolest, like most elegant, like prettiest outfits.
I effectively have the power of an electric chair, and I know that I've known that before, but I was just thinking in my head, if anyone disrespects the sweater, they go into the chair.
Jesus Christ.
Wouldn't that be overkill for NPCs?
Does that
Like,
mean
wouldn't villagers
that
just
I have
instantly
to?
die?
Basically.
Doesn't that mean I would
Adagio
have
can
to go
harness
on
the power of the
chair?
sun, therefore they are a nuclear missile. And, call me Tesla.
All right.
think you
So
understand how that
I
works.
feel like we're losing focus here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on
The
with my
whole
brain
night,
today. I'm
that's
sorry,
just-
everybody.
Yeah. So, Alexios and Ryujin, you guys are not going into the makeover studio?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, Anura, Adagio, and Invisible Illmaye, you guys walk over to the office areas, and you see that there's several doors here that are all marked with holy symbols. And you see this area, the place where the maidens exited. It looks like all the doors here have the holy symbols of goddesses. And you assume probably on the other side are all the gods. But you do see the golden apple on one of the doors.
I recognize that one. That way.
Or why?
This is like the weirdest cutscene. I was like, oh,
It's like
enter
the cutscene
door-
where it's like all you have to do is like
doorway. I
move
don't
it forward a
know.
little bit.
So awkward for no reason.
So you knock on the door,
Yeah.
and it opens for you, and you see inside a cliffhanger. That's the end of the episode. No.
I
But
can't
we
even
are
draw-
going to end the episode there, right before the fancy makeovers.
Hey guys,
So
I think we could go much longer.
yeah, I think we're not going to get anything useful done, anything else. So we're going to end it there. We will come back for makeovers and shopping and potentially a ball tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean next week. But tomorrow in game. Jesus Christ, guys. I think we're all in that mind space right now. But I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time. I am very curious to see what happens next with this arc. And it's going to be great. So check you guys next week. Same time, same place. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Nothing makes